Okay. I believe I am live again. A little faster the second time around to do this. All right. Okay, so we're getting ready to start another play here, another dive into the dungeon here of Darkest Dungeon. So the last time we were here, I played through and I kind of showed how the dungeon system works and all that. We played through the very first dungeon, and then we came back. We played through the Butcher Circus the first time. Got the chance to see what that whole thing is about. It's the first time I've ever really done anything with that. You know, like I touched the game, but I've never really touched that. So that was an eye-opening experience. Still don't exactly know what was going on with the online part of that. I guess we'll have to figure that out later, but that's all right. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and dive into another dungeon or another set of playthroughs here and kind of get after it. I think we'll be a little faster this time because I've kind of explained how the systems work at base. If you didn't see that, you can go back and check that video out. I got it there on the Blue Titan Gaming VODs channel, and you can watch through that if you'd like to see that. I kind of explain how a lot of the systems work and kind of go into some more nuanced explanations. But now I'm going to kind of just play through. I'm not going to explain it as much. Any new systems, of course I will, but otherwise we're going to take off on that. So last time we were here, we checked the stagecoach for our first time back, and we found that we were granted 2 Vestals, which is kind of wild. Kind of a strange, like, group of people that we got. So we got 2 Vestals and a Grave Robber. Now, the Vestals are fine. They're not the greatest. This Vestal I think is better because she's got Photomania, which I think is pretty strong. I mean, just reading what the ability does here, minus 20% stress if the torch is above 75, which basically means that she's early in the game. From what I've experienced, like, stress is a pretty big deal, because there's not a lot of meaningful ways to deal with stress, especially inside of dungeons, and sometimes you don't have the money to protect your guys and to be sending them to places like the Abbey and all that. So having that on her is pretty good. The other one, she's okay. I mean, nothing crazy to talk about. I mean, she's serviceable and we'll run her. She's got a melee ability, so she'll be one of my frontliners for this next playthrough, even though normally I don't think a healer should probably be up front, but you have to do what you have to do in the early games. But this character, this is where it really is. This character has Hot to Trot, which is top tier quirk here, as well as Luminous, which is also the top tier quirk you can get. Like, these are some of the best quirks you can get in the game. Extra damage first round, extra accuracy first round, all these things first round, and she's a high heady hitter early, so this is fantastic for just wiping enemies super quick before they even get a chance to get established. And sometimes you can kill enemies before they even get the chance to get their first attack off, and that can just snowball and just get you through early, parts of the dungeon. And being able to attack before anybody, all that's just great. This is just incredible. This is top tier early game character to be rolling, so we're going to try to be careful with her, but we're going to bring her where we can. That said, I think this first run through here, this next team I'm going to run with, I think I'm going to take, what is this? A strange glow at the farmstead. The comet's impact was felt here in the hamlet. The great impact toppled gravestones and kicked up a cloud of dust that covered the entire region. When it finally settled, an eerie miasma was seen to spread from the hill. It distorted the rules of time and space far beyond imagining. Venture to the miller's farm to see what has been done. So that gives us access to the farmstead. We could go there if we wanted to. We could do that. I wouldn't be against going to do that. We could try and see how that system works. The farmstead, from what I've seen, has been it's a little different. You're really not playing the game the way that the rest of the locations are. From what I've seen, this game is basically like 4 different styles of place. The ruins, the warrens, the weld or the weald. I would assume it's weald. The ruins, the warrens, the weald, and the cove. Correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody knows in the comments if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I would assume it's weald. The ruins, the warrens, the weald, and the cove. These are all kind of cut from the same cloth. In other words, they're dungeons that feel similar in the way that you progress and do things. The courtyard's very different. The farmstead's very different. And the Darkest Dungeon is, as far as I can tell, I think it's kind of a late game thing. I've never been there before. I mean, the first mission alone requires level 6. I haven't done that. Alright, so we're going to go through and play some of these, though, but I'm going to look and see what we have options-wise at these in a minute, but we're not going to do it right now. We're going to take these guys away, so we're going to dump our current team and pick a different lineup. I am going to be using these four. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna set them up, but yeah, she's gonna be up front because she's got a melee ability here. I might change the way she looks so that way I can differentiate these two, because there's too much similarity between these characters. That'll do, sure. All right. She is okay in the third spot, and she's okay in 3 and 4. So these guys can both be in spots 3 and 4 and they'll be okay. I might... Yeah, this is fine as it is. This is fine. And yeah, sure. I think this is just fine. I think this team is just fine. It's a little strange having this many Vestals at the very beginning, but that's okay. But we're not going to jump in yet. I wanted to select the team and then kind of talk about this real quick. So these actually, hold on. We're not bringing Belmus. What am I talking about? Belmus is stressed. This is Belmus, right? Yeah, Belmus needs to come out. We're bringing Dismas. All right, now these 3 characters, though, Reynold, Pippin, and Belmus, all need to be de-stressed. As you can kind of see here, they've got this, white box section here, status ailment issue underneath. That's the amount of stress the character has. So he's at 71 out of 200 stress. When you hit 100 stress, your character has an episode, which is what we saw in the last episode here, or last playthrough, when Pippin hit and became irrational. And this affliction will carry over until you either get that person down to 0 stress naturally inside of a dungeon, or you take them somewhere like this to help them get over their issues. And it's harder to heal someone or to de-stress someone if they the higher the level they get. So that's something to know as well. So you want to kind of de-stress people as you're kind of going. So I'm going to go ahead and de-stress these guys, because right now my team is small enough that I might not be able to deal otherwise. So in the early game, de-stressing here is pretty costly. 1,000 out of my 1,400 gold, that hurts, but we gotta protect our characters while we can. Let me make sure. He can't gamble. That's okay, because this guy's the guy that's gambling. We don't care about that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and heal him real quick. Get all these guys taken care of that are stressed out. And he can only pray to a higher power, right? God-fearing. Man, I just realized he got Kleptomaniac locked in. That's some bad luck. Kleptomaniac is really annoying quirk. So if I could have drawn it up any other way, I would have accepted him locking in God-fearing, but Kleptomaniac is bad. We don't want that. But we'll have to deal with it later. All right, so Reynold, go ahead and lock him in here, de-stress him, and then Belmus will de-stress her. Now, hopefully we won't have to deal with that much stress the next time, because remember last time we had all that stress, it was partially because I decided to... The reason was because I decided to kind of show how the shovel works if you don't use the shovel, or I guess rather I said that backwards. Sorry, I was looking at something over here. Yeah, so if I was messing around with the shovel and I said, well, you know what? Let me show you exactly what happens when you don't use the shovel, which, I was like, yeah, I haven't actually shown that yet. Might as well show if you don't take down an obstacle the way that you should, which is with the shovel, then this is what happens, kind of showing how the system works. So, all right, looking through here, everybody, these people are all, so now that Pippin is actually in the getting a drink, which these guys are, he's at the, you can see the symbol here, he's over here at the tavern, and these guys are at the abbey, and that's why they got this little symbol there to let you know that. So now that they're where they are, they're going to be busy for this whole week and they can't be used. That's why they're darkened out and they have that little symbol here. But at the end of the week, when we come back after this mission, you'll see that his irrationality is gone and his stress should be completely gone too. You have to pay for it, but it gets better. Otherwise, we're going to kind of keep the money that we have here. I'm looking at these items, protection stones and all this other stuff, plus some amount of protection. I'm not really impressed by all that stuff. I don't think I really need any of that stuff right now. I don't care about that. We're just going to go ahead and embark here. Now we can say here though. I can say here. I would like to start increasing the number of available heroes. We kind of want to get, if we can, on the lookout here, we want to try to find one more deed at least to be able to buy this, because we want to see more heroes per week. Because honestly, that's something I've learned too, is as the game goes on, it's very easy to kind of want to become attached to your characters, but realistically you have to be able to just say, you know, sometimes you got to let them go. You know, if a character starts locking in real bad traits, they got a lot of stress, they're causing you problems, sometimes you just got to cut your losses and just accept that they're just another resource. You know, you're trying to rebuild the city, and the city is, you know, more important than your roster, I've learned. So, which is a little bit antithetical, a little bit kind of counterintuitive compared to most games like this. A lot of times you think of a game where it's like kind of a side scroller, or it's not necessarily a side scroller so much as like a turn-based RPG-esque kind of Final Fantasy style game. You are the character, or like I said earlier when I was comparing this game to like a Dark Souls or like a Bloodborne, you are the character. So you'd think, well, I might use this item for a bit and I'll toss it, but the character's forever. On this game, it's kind of the reverse. Like, your characters are kind of disposable, which is real odd to get used to, and kind of feels frustrating because you put a lot of effort into your character, but they can die, and you got to get used to that, right? That's how it is. All right, let's go ahead and embark. Let's get in there and do something here. I'm going to move him, though, because he does much better while he's here, and she does much better when she's up there as well. So we will move her to the back. Yeah, that's fine. It's just fine as this. All right. Very strange team, but it is what it is. The Crusader deals some more damage from melee skills. This is a good item for the Crusader, and we do have a Crusader. Not bad. Comet Shards. I haven't really used these too much. I mean, we can go do that. That's fine. Don't really care either way. Looking at these items. Oh, here's the Ds that we were looking for. We don't have an Arbalist, so I don't really care about this item. These are the rewards I'm kind of looking at, right? Again, another Arbalist item. I don't care about that. A Highwayman. This guy is a Highwayman. Plus 10% trap disarm chance. It's fine, I guess. Plus 4 dodge. Minus 5%. I mean, it's okay. I mean, he's already got pretty high chance to disarm a trap, 90%. I mean, it's going to work most of the time anyway, so I'm not really too impressed by this. And then the dodge is fine. But the thing about it is, like, it depends on the kind of way you're building your character, right? Like, from my experience with this guy, I mean, he's got an ability here. There's like a few different ways you can build this character. The kind of the sniper guy that stands in the back, he's got a lot of ranged ability. And then there's this weird kind of pseudo melee version of the character you can do too, where he tries to be up front with things like Wicked Slice and Duelist Advance, which we haven't seen that yet. But where he has like a make sure I say that word right. I think it's riposte. Make sure I said it correctly. I'm pretty sure it's riposte here, right? Riposte?
Riposte.
Yeah, riposte. I had to look it up just to make sure. I just Googled it. All right, I don't know if you could hear that. But anyway, yeah, so it's essentially like whenever somebody attacks you, you kind of block and deflect back some of the damage, as it were, or take the damage and immediately punish them. It's almost like a rattlesnake ability. You use that in some games where you kind of describe what happens. If you attack me, I'm gonna hurt you back, right? It's like trying to punch a cactus, right? Kind of, if that imagery makes any sense. But from what I've seen, the Highwayman actually, like, one way that you can use this character is to go riposte, right? Kind of like a don't attack me kind of style build, because if you do, it's going to hurt you back. And so if that's what you're going for, then having more dodge is actually counterproductive. I mean, you don't want to be hit non-stop, but at the same time, like, you're kind of building so that you can hurt when they do that. So I don't want to put a bunch of stock into like making my character super dodgy if that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know. This item's fine. You could probably do something with it. I just don't really know if it's the best option right now. Move Amulet, uncommon. So that's you know, you can see the rarity of the item here. It shows this is a silver or gray. I guess is probably a better choice. Silver kind of has positive connotations, and gray kind of has boring connotations. It's a gray item. This one's green, which, you know, makes it uncommon. It says plus 20% move skill chance. So I guess something like this. So if I looked at this character, she's got an ability called Lunge, which is melee, and it moves you forward 2. See, it says forward 2. So the character needs to be in the back 2 slots, one of the back 2 spots. You use Lunge, and then the character will go forward 2 spots while attacking. And then it will reposition your characters. Well, this item, if the grave robber was wearing it, would make it so that the chance of that ability hitting would go up, right? Oh, No, if you're watching this and you caught what I just said, that's actually wrong. That's wrong. This ability, this would actually increase the chance that you move an opponent with an offensive ability. Not that your movement ability actually would hit. That's a mistake on my end. I just realized as I was saying that. So like if I had an ability that like hits my opponent and it shoves them back a spot, this would increase the chance of that. So that would actually be useless for her. Although I think this guy has a move ability like that. Does he have that? The point blank? Yeah, point blank. So he's got a point blank shot. So he shoots you if he's in the front slot, and he can knock back an opponent with a 100% chance. Well, if he was wearing this item, it would increase the chance that he moved the opponent to 120%, because in this game, like percentages like that are additive, right? So he has a 100% chance of doing it, plus a 20% off of this move amulet. And then if an opponent has a 40% chance to stay put, or resistance to movement, then it'd be 100 plus 20 off this item minus 40 for the opponent's base, so they'd have an 80% chance of moving them. But anyway, that's getting pretty into the weeds. But in case you were kind of wondering how that whole system works, I've learned that as I've been playing. All right, so yeah, I'm not really impressed by any of these items. I don't care about these Arbalest items. Heck, these are the same item. I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize it was the same item. And yeah, none of these items really impressed me. So this might be a good time to go to the farmstead, because I do like the Swordsman Crest. Extra damage is good, right? Like just dealing flat more damage. And we do have a Crusader. And the minus 50% healing skills, I don't care, because I'm not using healing with the Crusader most of the time. That's not really the Crusader's job. He can do it, right? He's got abilities to do that. Like if you look at this, he's got this ability, I think, out here, Inspiring Cry, I think it is, and then Battle Heal. He can heal, but like that's not his thing. It's like an extra thing he can do. And most of the time when I'm playing this character, when I bring a Crusader, a lot of the times he's like the tank. It's a weird thing to have the tank be healing himself, you know? So I actually do like the Swordsman's Crest, especially earlier on. I don't think it's a bad item. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go in here and try to do the farmstead. This is really odd. I've never done the farmstead this early. In fact, I've barely done any of the farmstead. We're going to see how it goes. All right, so if I remember right at the farmstead, why am I bringing a shovel? Oh, right, we were talking about items, right, that come with characters. The Gravedigger, or Grave Robber, I mean to say here, brings a shovel. Right, I can kind of show that here. If I remove her from the list and hit provision, it's now gone. Right, so bringing the Grave Robber, not Grave Digger, with you will bring with you a shovel. Now, at this location, you'll see that there's an extra item here. So when we provisioned before the first time, well, there's a few of them actually. These items are all accessible to us, and a few other ones actually as well. But at this location, there's some missing items, right? Like there are no torches. There's no food. So like it's kind of weird. And then you got laudanum, a soothing tincture to inure one's mind against the horrors of the dark. So this is just kind of like pseudo alchemy, kind of poisony, kind of like, I just think of like kind of the macabre, kind of like but I mean, the Plague Doctor, something like the Plague Doctor would concoct, some snake oil magic, stuff that's supposed to keep you from the horrors of the dark, whatever. Kind of like, what do they call this? Like a dream catcher, right? Something like that. Some kind of pseudo mystical, scientific, whatever. And then there's this item here, Shard Dust, used to trap otherworldly power, but beware of its other effects. I have no idea what this does. I've never used it. I'm not sure. But looking at the laudanum, I'm pretty sure this one actually removes horror. Horror is like a very unique status ailment that I've run into very rarely, but it's like a skull that appears in your character, and it kind of, I think it gives like, it applies like stress over time, which doesn't sound like such a big deal because it's not hurting your health, but stress is obnoxious when it reaches like, it's like stress doesn't matter until it does, and then when it does, it just ruins a whole run because suddenly everybody gets stressed out and things just start to snowball out of control. You got to watch your stress, or otherwise things will get to a point where it's no coming back. Which we kind of saw in that last game towards the end when one of our guys hit a stress level, then suddenly just went crazy. All right. Anyway, I'm not really sure if I'm going to really bring any of this stuff with me. I'm not sure if there's really any reason to, because if I recall correctly, this location, I mean, look, there's no food, right? This isn't a normal place. You don't need food because you're not going to be like walking around. Like that's where I was talking about. This location's very unique. I think you just go in and fight and not really worry too much about it. I mean, maybe I bring a few bandages. I don't know. I'll bring a few bandages. few medicinal herbs. I don't know. Maybe an anti-venom. Maybe I'll bring a lot of them. I don't know. Let's try that, and we'll get after it. I don't even think this shovel will matter because you're not doing anything that necessitates a shovel in this place anyway. But we'll find out. I'm not really too sure. His abilities will all work where he is. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good to go, I think, here. Now, her abilities kind of weird. Like, she's kind of in an odd spot. Like, I'm just going to have her mace bash nonstop, and all of her other abilities won't even work. I guess Illumination will. So she'll be basically mace bashing. She'll get moved around a little bit, but she won't be using these abilities all the time. I just have a kind of a weird situation. Like, it's the early game. I don't have, like, a lot of these characters' abilities unlocked. Like, a lot of these abilities, I can't even use them, right? You kind of just got to use what you get. So we're going to try this as it is.
Blight had struck the harvest again that year, and the miller was desperate. He came to me, hat clutched tightly in filthy fingers, thinking of sweat and manure. Seated comfortably in my observatory, surrounded by telescopes and other delicate apparatus, I recognized his misfortune as an opportunity, and I agreed to lend him my expertise.
Okay. So something I've kind of put together when playing through this, I've noticed that it seems like, I don't need this. I'm using a boom mic here to the side. It seems like your ancestor is not a good guy, right? Like, he's kind of a bad person. And you're kind of making up for his sins, as it were, is what it seems like from what I've been able to piece together. I'm looking at my OBS like recording software here, and I just want to let anybody that's watching this know, if you hear a pop or you hear some kind of like a feedback or anything like that, and you notice that, like, you know, like the sound of my game or the sound of my mic is picking up some extra stuff, because I'm noticing when I'm not talking, it's still kind of picking up a little bit here. I might have to put a pop filter or something on here and mess with this. I don't know. But just let me know in the comments, or, you know, if you see something like that, because I'm trying to get I want to make sure it's not an obnoxious experience, like, you know. So just know that I'm aware of that. I'm trying to figure out. I spent some time trying to put some compressor filters and things like that on here to make sure that sounds okay, but it might still need a little bit of tweaking. So again, I'm completely open to that. Just let me know if you see anything. All right, let's get in here. Let's see how this goes. Seems safe enough for now. Breach the barrier. All right, so Celestial Cornerstone. What's this saying? The farmstead's miasma. Hero party effects. Minus 10% healing received. Yuck. I have two guys that heal. And plus 10% stress. Well, that sucks too. Yeah, something I've learned about this location is this place doesn't require torches. There's no torchlight here, which is interesting, right? Like, it's just a different experience entirely. But anyway, that said, the central fixture is a carefully constructed barrier around the farmstead. We're going in. We're going in. We're doing it. Onward. I guess I have to click this button to go in. Interesting. All right, just immediately fighting. Paw the ground. Okay. Oh, he's stealthy. Well, that's nice. Stealth. Monsters with stealth have a shadowy appearance and cannot be hit with direct attacks, but are vulnerable to area of effect attacks. Additionally, some skills, such as a shield breaker's expose, can hit them through their stealth. These skills have an additional benefit of de-stealthing the monster as well. All right, so we know that we actually have the ability to de-stealth people with a few of our attacks. I think one of these characters actually has... Oh, wow, of course. The one character who had Twilight Dreamer, which was an ability that she could just see people that had stealth, is not with us. It's because she was stressed out. That's okay. He has the ability to see stressed characters, I think, right? I think he has an ability that does that, and one of these other characters actually has to it, like Illumination. Yeah, Illumination. Bypass stealth, and then de-stealths. Yeah, so we're going to be okay. We got a character that can deal with it. All right, so she's the first one that's attacking here, and this is what we're talking about. If you look at her, she's fast, dodges, hot to trot. She's ready to just kill somebody the first round. So we're gonna try to kill somebody immediately. Didn't kill someone, but that's a lot of damage early. All right, here this de-stealth somebody. I'm actually gonna ignore this because the de-stealth thing does matter, but I'd much rather... he missed. That sucks. All right, let's take care of somebody immediately.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Defeating foes will swiftly be replaced, or defeated foes will be replaced with waves of despicable reinforcements. Your party must endure this onslaught without pause or hope for a respite. Okay. Because of the strange nature of Time's behavior in the farmstead, you can retreat with no penalty at any time, which I guess is juxtaposed with the regular game. There's a penalty whenever you do normally run. The kill meter and crystal shards. All farmstead quests have a kill meter, the measure of your might and ambition. Fill it by defeating monsters, and when your tally hits a certain threshold, you will receive a reward of crystal shards. These rewards increase the further you venture. Back in the hamlet, the jeweler seeks these strange glowing shards. He will trade you for unspeakable artifacts of power. Find him in the nomad's wagon. We saw earlier, right? All right, so we're gonna try to stun someone here, because that's probably the best use. Yeah, and he's gonna get to do whatever he gets to do in the next round. I didn't bother with him, but that's okay. See, okay, so I do know what this does. This crystal thing. So this crystal character comes from the dead body of one of these characters, and if you kill it, okay, if you don't kill it, it explodes. If you do kill it, I think you get healed, which is kind of cool. Dodge and speed. Is this for... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this now, and just start, setting ourselves up for long-term. Oh man, that was not fun. All right, so he's now seeable anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Hit him. All right, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and... No, I wanted to see if that would kill it. It didn't, and that's okay, but I just wanted to check and see. This thing's gonna explode and deal damage to everybody, and that sucks, but it is what it is. Nice! It's just too far back in the back because the horse moved forward. Explosive undoing. See, this is gonna hurt. And there's your horror.
Uncertainty.
Right?
The birthplace of dread.
All right, we're gonna give him a laudanum or whatever it's called. Yep, and he got rid of it. All right. Now, here's the deal. Now I've already done the tracking shot, which I did earlier, uses remaining 0, and now he should perpetually for at least the rest of this entire fight, which I think the farmstead is just a perpetual fight. I should not have to use this ability again, which is one of the cool parts about an ability like this. Like, he just has the ability now. He will just deal more damage through the entire thing. This 12% bonus will just go on for the whole time we're here, which is incredible. I think really I want to try to hit him for as much bleed damage as I can, because he has no real bleed resist here. Now, oh, she dodged, nice. Well, didn't dodge, but I mean, shadow fade. Send her to the back, and now she's stealthed and whatever. Okay, it's not very much damage. Oh, poisoned her, or blighted her. Okay, yeah, that sucks. So now I'm going to use the anti-venom because I have it. Curing blight. Your hero is blighted. If you wish, you can use anti-venom from the inventory to neutralize it. Right-click it while the character is injured. Okay, we'll do it. Remove it. It's good. And then we'll start trying to pop people here. Just kill something here. I'm going to do as much damage as I can on the front line here. Just quite a bit of damage for being a healer. Kind of impressive, actually. Let's heal everybody here again. One heal is not the greatest, but it's still good at 4 health across 4 bodies. That's good. Pretty weak, but still pretty useful. I think I'll go ahead and just... I don't want to move forward multiple spots here. All right, he's gonna die. He's just gonna bleed out.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I love that. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. All right, let's Just do as much damage as possible here to the back, like, you know, bleed, things like that's great. All right, we will kill you. Oh, we dodged. Spoke too soon. All right, we're gonna heal, I think, here again. Nice, we'll take that. 8 across multiple bodies. It's really good. So much of a difference between healing for 1 versus healing for 2 across everybody. That's nuts. I'm actually surprised that the system works that way. Because in my mind, it's like, well, what should probably happen is instead of having so much randomness, it should probably be more like every character gets a random amount of heal between the range, right? They're all individually chosen. Instead of everybody getting 1 or everybody getting 2 or everybody getting 3, that creates an enormous amount of variance. I would assume it should probably be more like everybody either gets 1, 2, or 3, and that they're individually chosen, which would kind of would regress to a more centered mean. Or so like one guy gets healed for 1, one gets healed for 3, another guy gets healed for 2, another guy gets healed for 3, and the average gets closer to 2. Whereas if you have these swingier situations where everybody gets healed by 3 or everybody gets healed by 1, it can really feel really good or feel really bad, and it can make or break entire runs. All right, let's go ahead and just kill this guy.
Press this advantage.
See how she moved forward 2 slots for that ability?
Their formation is
Nice.
broken.
Nice.
Maintain the offensive.
All right, so you can't. This character can't heal right here, which does suck. So we're just gonna use our ability to hit a dead body, which is kind of useless. But all right, so we're going to, I think, heal just this character. This character's kind of getting low compared to everybody else. All right, okay. All right, we're gonna shadow fade out of here for a second. Ceaseless labor. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. All right, just hit them all. And see, the nice part about an ability like this, the Scrape Drop Blast, see, you normally can't hit a stealth character, but if you use an AoE or area of effect ability like this one, it'll hit them all. Still hits him even though it doesn't see him because it has other targets that it sees. Kind of a nice little bonus there. That sucked. All right, now, again, I think I'm just gonna heal everybody here. It's kind of this character's job. If one's not great, but nice misses. That's good for us. All right, let's. So I could de-stealth this character. Damage modification. Okay, stealth for 1 more round. I don't care about that. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to deal with a guy that is only gonna be stealth for 1 round. Because the thing is, she has the ability to hit a stealth character with that illumination ability, and it removes it too. But it doesn't matter because he's gonna become de-stealth on his own anyway. I think I'm gonna try to hit a character in the back. So this character is dealing. This has a pretty high probability of just killing this guy outright.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
All right, we'll take it. What did you buff yourself with? Extra damage. Oh, extra accuracy for 3 rounds. Need to check that ability more, I guess. This character is hurting. Let's heal just this character.
Soothed. Sedated.
No, those extra blights are not going well here. I need to stop him from doing that because he's just getting wrecked by the blight. It's not just the damage that's hitting, it's the stack. So the way that blight works in the game, and bleed works, if you take blight or bleed damage... Wow. Gonna heal himself. If you take blight or bleed damage, or like stacks, and it's not all gone, and then you get hit by another stack, like it'll stack and make it worse. So earlier you get, so this character got hit by a blight stack, and it was like gonna take 2 damage or 2 blight per round for 3 rounds. And then she got hit again by blight, and then it stacked it, and it made the blight worse for all those rounds, which is awful. All right, I think what I want to do is try to kill one of these guys here. You're not dead? How?
Continue the onslaught.
3!
Destroy them all.
That was a big play. That was a big play. All right. That was huge. That was crazy. It's gonna give me a chance to kind of. Sure. Minus 20 dodge. Ugh. Nice. Love to see it. All right. So let's deal as much damage as possible here. Not really think a heck of a lot about it. Really need to start healing the whole team.
The flesh is
That was a heal. We need to get. Yeah, okay, she's done blighting. She's done being blighted, which is really good for us.
eradicated.
Let's go, sister. Let's go. No, get off her. Stop attacking her.
Ringing ears.
Okay, I don't really care about the stress. I was really worried she was gonna get poisoned or blighted. I mean, I don't love the fact that they're being you know, hit with horror, but it's still better than. All right. Sure. So I think I want to let her attack this, and I'm going to have him attack anything that's not that. Oh, he's not down? Oh, okay, well, he almost died. Yeah, see, she needs to hit this thing and take this out, because she's pretty low. She's on death's door, which really sucks.
Oblivion.
She might literally die. It's brutal. Missing right there was brutal. Alright, let's heal her up if we can. We'll take a crit. That really helped. Alright, so this is gonna hurt.
Festering fear.
She missed on that attack, which really sucked. God, this is awful. Dude, leave us alone. Go away.
Destroyed.
30 damage? Okay. Yeah, her getting hit doesn't bother in the slightest because she's maxed up health right now. What I really need is some way to deal with. See, I needed to bring some anti-poison stuff because this is going awful. Everyone's getting poisoned. Sucks. All right. Yeah, go ahead and hit her. I don't care about that. Stop hitting her though. All right. I need to heal her pretty bad here. 3 is really helpful. I think I'm actually. Sure. Okay. Please let us go first. We really need it here. You love to see that. You love to see that. They're all low now. Wish I had an ability on her that wasn't that every time, because like she's super safe, but
beyond one's limits.
nice dodge. We really need one of those here. All right. I need some way to stop these people from getting constantly poisoned. It's just awful. Thank God. See, this is one of the reasons it's nice to have like a dedicated healer. Like, I mean, you could make the argument that, you know, I'd be better off by actually. Now she healed herself. I'd be better off if I had just like not had so many people healing. Instead, they just deal damage. You know, the easier way to not die is just to kill your opponents before they kill you, right? I'm not gonna move forward. Okay, that really sucked. Missing there hurts. That's a lot of damage. Two threes in a row. Can't complain. That's pretty good. All right. Okay, let's got one. He's out of here. Let's see. Hopeless is not good.
There can be no hope in this hell.
Alright.
No hope at all.
Alright. Now we see you. Dodge chances lowered. Yeah, that stress is a killer, you see what I mean? Getting people super stressed out sucks. And 5 damage is so much. Let's go first here, right? I want to kill. And then deal as much.
Another abomination.
That was needed.
From our
That's
lands.
good. Heal him up. Heal him up. Okay. Things are going. That's a good turn of events there. Okay. Okay. Now they're gonna respawn some people, I think. Okay. Alright. Just gotta get through this. Gotta get through this. Good damage, good damage, good damage. A lot of raw damage. We like that. 5 hurts. Stop hitting the same guy. Leave him alone. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Alright. Do I heal the team or do I just heal him? It's just not that much healing, honestly. Just lay off my front line, man. Lay off my front line, man. One ain't that big a deal. I don't really care. A body's limit, heart attack. Stress continues to build beyond the point of an affliction. If a hero's stress bar fills a second time completely, their body will give out. Get them aid or retreat back to town before this happens. Death will await us all. Yeah, so you can literally die from stress in this game. Alright. Alright. Nice. I like to see that. Now she going first is really helpful here because obviously we want to keep this person from. Oh, she's afflicted, so she doesn't want to let everybody be healed here. That's awful. See, one of the things about being hopeless is this character was like, don't help me. I'm beyond saving. So like, this character might die here because of the combination of this exploding, her not wanting to be healed, and the infection. She might literally die right here.
Reveal themselves.
Oh, she survived it. I don't know how she did, but cool. See, Death's Door is an interesting mechanic. It's like the character is about to die, and you can't really do anything about it. It's like, you know, whatever happens is whatever happens. But if she's on 0 health, I mean, I can't really do anything about it. She either survives or she doesn't. But that's nice. You know, this gives her an extra chance of not dying. Paw the ground. Nice damage. See, she's gonna get a Death's Door anyways because she has so much poison on her. Sure. She's so stressed out. It's crazy.
And now the true test.
And look at the stacks. 3 more rounds of this poison crap.
Or expire.
How did that not kill? Whatever. Okay.
Annihilated.
Now she's probably gonna die. I'm just being real with you. Like, I can't really do anything about her. She probably just dead. Yeah, she's dead.
Another life
She died.
wasted.
And see what I mean? Like, you know, you lose characters and there's not a lot you can do. Discretion is the better part of valor. The first of many heroes have given their life in the service of you. Has given their all in service of you. You have the option of retreating from combat and abandoning the quest to save the others or press onward. The choice is yours. If this is the tutorial, retreat is unavailable. Yeah, of course. I'm not retreating. We're close to the end of this place. I think this is the last set of enemies, and I think we get out of here. And as I was talking about, you lose a character, and like it really sucks. You're like, dang it, no. But like early game, you have to understand characters are kind of like a resource. You kind of have to expect that this will happen. And it's not. I mean, we already had 3 of those sisters. I know this sounds awful to say that, but like, you know, it's just we're gonna get more of them. I don't really care. So we really just want to kill this character.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Okay, I guess we needed to kill a certain amount of enemies when we get out of there. Sucks the character didn't survive, but again, you know, this is kind of how it is, right? You lose your character, it happens. So we lost a character. But it ain't that big a deal, because that's like half the game, right? But it teases us early. That's good that it's happened this early, because then it kind of shows. So when you lose characters, it just happens, you know? All right, kills, 20. So we did get the Swordsman Crest, right? Which is great. And we did get Comet Shards. We got all the rewards here. We came home with some treasure. So we got paid back, because even though we didn't use these, we still got some money back for having them. Not a lot, because I mean, I think these are worth like 250 by themselves. But actually, I don't know if you actually get anything for that, because that was a free item since the Grave Digger or Grave Robber was with us. Let me stop saying Grave Digger, I'll never get over that. All right, so they got some special abilities. Let's see what they earned. You know, oh, +4 speed in the first round. Interesting on a healer. I guess it's probably an okay thing because, well, yeah, it's not every round. So quick draw's all right. I feel like quick draw is probably much better in a character like a grave robber, a character who just wants to deal as much damage as possible super fast, maybe even like a highwayman. I don't know if I think quick draw is the greatest on like a healer. They're more like a steady speed thing is probably what you need. But looking at it's a center pawn, probably center pawn. I think it's probably French. But anyways, looking at this name, Senarpon. I don't know how to even pronounce that. But looking at this name though, or looking at this ability here, Winded, -1 speed if HP is below 50. That's not even that big a deal. This is the kind of like negative perk that you're like, okay, I'd much rather have this because something else could be there instead. It's like an opportunity cost. Would I rather have -1 speed when my health is below 50 or something way worse? So I'm not that bothered by this. Honestly, I hope this sticks around. Stress faster, less food consumption if the stress is above. Oh yeah, we saw this one earlier on another one of these characters. Don't really care about that much. Wheeled Scrounger, whatever, has a higher chance of scouting. Scouting is like the chance of like knowing what's on the map before you go there. Like you can look ahead, right? Scouting. All right.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
Okay, just like the circus, this is a similar kind of thing, the maddening wine. This ability, or this, not ability, but this like event, I know this for a fact, and it's pretty brutal because I didn't know what was going on the first time I ever played. I went 3 or 4 weeks without understanding why I kept seeing this maddening wine. This will stay around until you deal with it. This is like the only weekly event thing like this happens like this. Normally weekly events can be good. They can be, they can help you or they can be bad, but they're usually like, your weekly events, you're kind of excited to see them. This one you have to take care of now or it'll just stick around. So that did suck the first time I learned that. So it says intolerable. Clouds of mosquitoes and other less identifiable pests continue to descend upon the hamlet with maddening persistence, illness, and irritation abound. New courtyard quest available. So I need to go and do that. So in the courtyard, we want to deal with that. So tavern, Pippin blacked out and misplaced a trinket. Dodge stuff. We lost the item. Pippin had a night on the town and recovered his stress. That's funny. He lost my dodge stone. I'd never even seen that event, so we lost that item. Reynold prayed and recovered some stress. It's one of the reasons why I usually, that's funny, I didn't even realize that. I usually will come down here to the items and I will say, unequipped all trinkets between rounds like this. And now that item would be in here, but I didn't think about doing it. I didn't think you'd lose it. Ugh, that's ridiculous. So we're gonna go back to this again.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
I wanted to see the weekly events again. Yeah, so we need to take care of this. And this you can see like the fountain in town has all these mosquitoes around it and blood. Normally that fountain's just like, I think it usually has water around it instead of blood. I don't know. We're not actually embarking here, I just kind of want to show you. So this event was just now added. So we need to go and deal with this. It says we have to go activate 3 thronging hives and then we'll unlock these random items, whatever. So we got to go do that in a bit. We can't do it right now. Well, we will do it, but we're just not doing it yet because I need to go and look and see which new characters I've found. Well, that's funny. Same characters basically rolled again. Early Riser's another good one. Your speed is higher whenever your torch is above 75. Pretty solid. Fear of Mankind is bad. Run into humans and you get stressed out fighting against humans. That sucks. Second Wind. Extra damage when your health is low. Not the greatest. Fear of Unholy, not good. Gambler, that's fine. I have no problem with somebody being a gambler. That doesn't really affect anything in the actual game, in the normal dungeons. Plus 15% damage in the warrants. Kind of cool early, can actually matter. But this character is super unique because you notice that all of his abilities are unlocked. It's because he's a transformer character. Like he has this ability over here, transform, and he like has another form. He's like this beast, kind of like, think like the Hulk or something like that. Kind of interesting. All right, so we were certainly going to take all 3 of these characters at this.
Tortured and reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
At this stage in the game, we don't really have a choice. We just have to take whatever warm body we can.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
All right. And now we'll go and look and see what we've unlocked over here. We've unlocked the guild.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
So in the guild here, we've got nothing here right now, but if you set a guy inside of here, you can see that you can teach them new abilities. Right? If I pay 1,000 gold here, I'll teach the highwayman the ability to do Wicked Slice. It's pretty steep. It's a lot of money to teach an ability, so you really just can't do that at this stage. That's too much money. A lot. But you can also do this, right? I can spend some money here. Training regimen reduces the cost of skill training by 10%, right? That would make this a little bit more palatable. Drop down to 900, or allow your skill upgrades to go up to 2. All right, solid 2, right? Like, you know, eventually we'll be able to unlock tier like 2 or whatever, you know. But we're not even there yet because our characters, they're all still, you know, little dudes. They don't have any abilities yet. Not really. And then there's the weapons and armor on this one as well. And this is very
bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
This is very similar, but in this case, you know, you're basically upgrading your character's weaponry, like these base rusty hauberk and battered longsword. You would be able to upgrade these to make your character stronger in that regard, but we're not going to worry about all that right now. Weapon upgrades and all that stuff. Early weapon upgrades are fine. I mean, actually, I think early weapon upgrades are probably the most powerful thing you can do for your money. But we're just kind of getting started here. Stagecoach. We do want to increase this again. We never found any additional any deeds, and that's because we went to the farmstead, because the other events didn't really have anything of value. I didn't really want to go to the farmstead, but at the same time, like, it was an event, and I was like, well, I'm just going to go knock that out because the other items that you got for reward weren't nearly as good as something like this. So now, Reynold, even though he's a kleptomaniac and he's got 50,000 bad abilities, which is really irritating, I'm going to go ahead and give him this item. It's going to increase his base damage just flat out, you know, when he attacks, which is good. You know, take that. And hopefully he doesn't lose at gambling. It's so funny. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring Reynold. Got more of these. We got so many of these characters now. Gosh. I think I might leave Rome behind. The reason I'm thinking about this is, okay, so here, full disclosure, I already know if we go to the courtyard, which is where I have to go now, like I said, I'm locked in on the courtyard. I'm not doing anything else right now because the courtyard, if I don't do this event, every single town event moving forward will always be the Maddening Wine, and we'll miss out on fun little events that can happen and stuff because of the Maddening Wine forever. So we have to go do this. It's just kind of a begrudging thing you have to go do. I really wish this whole courtyard thing didn't trigger until later in the game, like, you know, like turn, or like week 10 or something. It's like I haven't played super deep into the game, but I know that that's hitting you with something like that. I made that a reference to the Shivering Isles, or like, you know, DLC for like a game like, you know, Bethesda game or whatever. It's a good idea to have like DLC stuff not trigger until you're to a certain level. But to have this happen in the third week is pretty brutal, especially if you're a newer player to a game like this. But anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is, I was gonna say something about why I know this event is gonna suck. So the courtyard is super unique, right? Like I was talking about how this is a special thing, just like the farmstead is a special thing, just like the darkest dungeon is special. The rest of these, the core four here, the ruins, the warrens, the weald, and the cove, they're all like similar kind of experiences. But the courtyard uniquely is more like, it's like walking through halls the same way as all these other ones are, whereas the farmstead is perpetual fights. The courtyard uniquely has a special kind of enemy. They're like, this whole area is obsessed with like blood, right? It's a bunch of like bloodsucker, like insectoid kind of things, not to put a spoiler on it, but the thing that's unique about the courtyard is they will over time bleed out of this area. So the enemies in this location will infest other areas. As you're kind of seeing, they're already kind of like, there's a hint of that. They're infesting the town here. So you've got to deal with these guys and keep beating back the infestation, because they're just like, you know, like mosquitoes, right? Like, that's just gross. But you got to stop them because they're a problem. All right. All right, so I'm gonna think about who I care about because, and this is a key thing, the infestation. One of the unique things about those, you can get diseases in this game and all kinds of stuff. Well, much like keeps coming up, doesn't it? Like, you know, like the Elder Scrolls games, when you get affected by like porphyria or hemophilia in that game, or sanguinary vampiris, whichever version you're playing. If you're an Oblivion fan, you know it is. Porphyria or hemophilia, but in Oblivion or in Skyrim they had changed it to sanguinary vampiris. If you get afflicted by that, it's unique compared to all the other random infections in that game, like rock joint, ataxia, and all that other stuff you get affected by. Those infections or those things can be healed pretty quickly by praying at some kind of an altar. In this game, it's very similar. You can go to the sanitarium, have somebody, you know, tell you to use some soap and water, and you'll get rid of your germs. But like Oblivion, like Skyrim, those games, if you get infected and become a vampire, it's like forever. Well, in this game, it's very similar. In this game, if you get hit by one of these bugs that has this weird red hue or whatever, they've got something called the Crimson Curse, which sticks to you. And your character's just infected. And your character is like, you know, they need to drink blood. It's like, they're basically a vampire. Really, they're becoming an insect, like, in a way. They're getting infected by the same thing. But anyway, it's super obnoxious. So I'm sitting here metaing the game a little bit, thinking who would I rather not lose? Because I know that one of these characters, you know, there's a high chance, a high probability that one of these characters will get infected in the earlier game, and trying to think about who I would prefer to lose. I do not want to lose my my really rather strong, really cool grave robber who has really nice perks right now. So I may send that grave robber to go de-stress. Romay has Photomania and Quick Draw. Those are both really good too. So I might send this. Do you have any other things? No. I'm gonna send Romay to de-stress as well. I want to keep these characters around. The rest of everybody else I think is probably fair game. I mean, I don't want to lose Decimus because he's also got Hard Noggin and Quick Reflexes, which are really good quirks. I might send him to go de-stress too. I don't know if I can afford to do this though. This many people getting de-stressed might be a little bit greedy. I'm gonna do it. The rest of these characters, I'm gonna say I don't care about them, but I don't. Because they're just, you know, I mean, how many times can I find a Vestal, right? I care about him to some degree because he's got, you know, Swordsman's Crest. He's got Warrior of the Light, but this dude locked in Kleptomaniac, and that is obnoxious, and I'm not paying to remove that because you'll see this later when we finally do unlock the ability to, like, deal with those perks, or quirks. Bad quirks are easy to get rid of, like super easy. Good quirks are hard to lock in, to train them to be that person forever, because you can lock in perks that you like. But getting rid of a perk that is locked in, that's a negative, I say perk, quirk, I'm using it interchangeably, same thing in my mind, but to get rid of a quirk that is a negative one that's locked in, oh, that's a pretty penny, right? It really sucks. Like, you have to pay quite a bit to do that. And him happening to lock in this one, because like you said, we saw this earlier, there was a little tool pop-up that said, if a person has a quirk for too long, it'll lock in forever. Well, I wouldn't have cared if he locked in God-fearing, he'd pray all the time. I wouldn't have cared if he locked in something like Warren's Phobe. But locking in Kleptomaniac was brutal. That sucks, because then he's just going to steal items that we're looting all the time. I don't want that. So I almost don't even care about that guy. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. Now, she has Early Riser. I'd prefer to not get rid of her either, but I'm actually a little bit less bothered by losing a second Grave Robber than I am, you know, the first. And his abilities don't impress me at all, so I don't care about him being lost. He'll be my front line. So what we will do here is actually, let's check and see what I got at the No Man Wagon. Yeah, nothing of value here. Hey, look, did she find the item that he dropped earlier? No, just kidding. I'm joking about this Plague Doctor, how he was drinking and he lost that item earlier. I think this is the right time to go in and, what does this do? Allows upgrading hero skills. I don't care about hero skills. I want flat raw damage. What I mean by that is rather than teach a specific character, like to make one of his abilities or his or her abilities stronger, I'd rather just their flat stats be higher because it would help all their abilities. Right, so I'm going to come in here and say, okay, who am I sending? Probably sending Reynold, so I'm going to put him in here. Oh, he's already... I can't upgrade it. Oh, that's because I haven't unlocked this yet. When I say I haven't unlocked it, what I mean is I haven't given him the ability to upgrade people's weapons to rank 2. Okay, that's fine. So nobody has that yet. I can't unlock this yet. I need more. Again, I need more deeds. We can't do anything about that right now, though. We just gotta go without. We need to find deeds, and we haven't found any yet. I mean, I'd love to go do these random events that are gonna have deeds and things like that. Like, none of these happen to have it this time. This one doesn't have it. But, hopefully we'll find some along the way. So we're gonna go do this event. Go deal with 3 thronging hives. 3 thronging hives. That sounds gross. Alright. So she deals blight. If I remember correctly, these mosquito kind of guys, they don't care about blight damage. They're pretty resistant to it, which kind of makes me not want to take this grave robber or the abomination with me. I'd much rather go use a guy who deals bleed damage. But I don't think I have anybody available that actually has a bleed skill already unlocked. I don't. So we just got to remember to not use any of that. So I'm going to send these people there. Again, pretty agnostic towards who's going here. I don't really care that much. Damage versus blighted. Yeah, these guys, I can't really, like, blight is pretty useless here. I don't think this is the right time to bring her. It's pretty useless here. Pretty useless. I might just bring these two and just make them both heal constantly. Wow. They keep looking the same. Let's try to get them at least a little different looking. All right. We'll just send these two, or these guys, and again, I don't have any items. We're just going to go and do the courtyard. This quest is dangerous and longer than usual. Level 1 to 2 heroes are recommended. You still want to go. I mean, yeah, I do. I kind of need to. I want to take care of that if I can. This is just longer than normal? I don't think so. It's just short. Still embark. I think we should go. Pitch soaked torch, a special torch. Yeah, so we'll set that to the side here. And we'll just we'll bring some food with us. I'm gonna bring 12, maybe 14 just in case. See, a unique thing about this location is in the courtyard, you don't need torches because the fire doesn't die. But I'm gonna bring it because when you use a torch at this location, I think it like increases your... It does something. I'm trying to remember, honestly. It like increases your accuracy or something, if I remember right. I'm just gonna bring one of like everything here. Yeah, it can't be sold, sure. Honestly, don't really remember. Or don't know what I'm supposed to bring here. So I haven't really played this place that much. Okay. I feel like these guys... Do they apply bleed? I don't think so. I think they're just really susceptible to bleed. Or, I honestly don't... Okay. I think we're just going to go in with what we got here and not really worry about it too much. I think I should probably bring an extra anti-venom. I don't know. It's early game, and I'm sitting here like thinking of margins because each one of these things costs so much. 150. It's like I don't have that much money. I like to keep that money, you know. All right, we're just gonna go with what I got here.
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
The exposition of this game is so well written.
Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
Yep. Bloodlight, plus stress, minus bleed resist. Minus bleed resist. So maybe we did need to bring something to protect ourselves from bleeding. I don't know. Alright. Moving forward here. Okay. A heap of peculiar bones and dusty sinew. I don't know how to interact with this thing. You cut your finger. Cut your finger. Maybe I should use a bandage on that? I don't know. I'll have to remember that. These are what I'm talking about. These see, it kind of reminds you of head crabs, right? If you're a fan of those older games. All right, let's see. Look here. I'm just gonna try to like stun someone because this stuns. I didn't even read that or say out loud what it does, but that is what that ability does. Oh well, everyone's full health, so this is kind of useless. But maybe it'll crit and give her some stress.
Is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
We will try to. This gets rid of, yeah, minus dodge. We'll just try to make it so he's easy to hit. We want to kill this guy as fast as possible because this guy would like run, and we don't want that. That's annoying when he does that.
Continue the onslaught.
I remember that guy. He like runs and infects you with stuff. Annoying. All right. So we'll just slap him. This guy super resistant to stunning. I guess I should have showed that. Yikes. See, if you look here, if you hover above this guy, look at the bottom where it says resistances. 150% resistant to stun. Well, it makes sense because you can't stun him because he's literally just like a corpse with a big, like, whatever that insect creature is on top of his head. He doesn't feel pain. You can't stun him. He's not in control of his body. The creature on top is.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
All right, so we will get rid of any dodge he has. Well, he has no dodge protection. He has protection though. He has protection 20%, which is like any damage that he deals, he only takes 80% of the damage, the flat damage you deal to him. Nice.
Annihilated.
You can see that extra 10% damage coming through now. Oh yeah, I need to use these. Force Light.
Creatures can
What's that do?
Felled. They can be
Plus 3 accuracy for the next one battle. Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yuck. Dang, it gives you stress here. Man, you leave her alone, dude. Blighted her, debuffed her. Good grief. Oh, no, hold on, wait a second. These guys are super resistant to blight. They're 50% resistant to blight. They're very weak to bleed, but that's not terrible. It's much better than trying to hit them with a stun. These guys are never getting stunned. So see, Beast Bile ranged, accuracy 95%, damage modification. It deals almost no damage, but it does blight them and slowly bleed them out, and then makes, as he says, debuffs the target, minus 20% blight resistant, and it'll just lower them. They can get hit by it harder the next time. Oh yeah, they're blighted, see? Yuck. Alright, now we want to just try to kill these things as fast as possible here. Alright, I'm gonna try to heal her because she's getting whooped. Getting beat up on, I don't like it. And I guess we'll just Scritton. That was actually really good because it not only healed her, it also got rid of some of that stress because she's getting more stress out than anybody else was. Alright, he usually attacks first. Yeah, these little mosquitoes are super quick. They're obnoxious. 11 stress. Yuck. Alright, throw that blight out there. All right, and then we'll try to finish this guy off. I'm gonna hit him with the Zealous Accusation. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, Zealous Accusation, because this is melee skills. Yeah, this is not a melee skill. Should just use the melee attack.
Destroyed.
Yeah. Just knocked him out. Killed him. Solid, solid. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Can't dodge them all, though. All right. I guess we'll heal you. She keeps, oh, that's a good dodge. We needed that because she was already infected. All right, let's go ahead and just try to take one of these guys out.
Their formation is broken.
I mean, normally these guys are healing, but honestly, one of her abilities heals herself and also you have to attack first and then last and first. Wow, that was a good series of events. She was the, she was like the last attacker last round, and then she's the first round. Which is interesting because that kind of shows you that there's some variance in the order of attacks based upon like they've got their speed and then they've also got some amount of variance involved with that as well. So she's just going to be a dedicated healer. I did not mean to heal just him. I meant to heal everybody, but that's okay. It's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, he's going to just die from. He's going to bleed out.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
All right, so this guy is going to take 2 damage. For this next round. He's already at 1 health if you look in the right corner, top right corner of his stats. So he's just gonna die when he gets to his turn. So since these guys get a free move, I'm gonna look at the abilities and see that this ability here relieves 7 stress and heals him. Now I don't really care about the heal, but might as well knock off some stress while I can. Right? Yeah. I'll let her heal everybody. Maybe I'll get a crit. No crits, but tops everybody off. Some people needed some healing. It's good. And I'm just gonna see if I get lucky and let her get to go again. She's using an ability that doesn't require him attacking. Yeah, look at this. So I'm gonna try to heal everybody again. Maybe I'll get a crit. Yeah, see? And then you get a little bit of stress removal.
Slowly, gently.
Oh.
This is how
Right.
life is taken.
I think. See, look at this X. It's never been used. I believe, if I remember right, if I use this torch on this, that's a good outcome. Nope, no effect. Huh. That sucks. Oh, this is the Thronging Hive. Maybe it does normally work, but you have to use this special one this time. I do remember. It's been a while. Okay. Wasted items over here. See, this is a flower pot, so like thinking about what that means. A shovel, right? Like I'm just trying to think of things that you could use on it and it would make sense. Good things. See, it showed gold, right? And the gold was like, oh yeah, something good happened. And now in the future, anytime we see one of these flower pots, it should show that the shovel was a good interaction. And once you find a good interaction, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even usually try to find another one because if it's good, I'm usually good. I'm gonna go ahead and use this torch to increase our buffs for the next fight. So I don't know what I'm gonna be seeing, who knows? And you'll note also, like, I don't see the whole map here. Which is interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna interact with this. This just doesn't even look like, why would I interact with that? I'm good. Or maybe, I wonder if I hit it with a torch. Oh, hey, look. Oh, got rid of all my stress. Well, I wish I'd done that to her, but you know, now we know. Okay, so in the future, if we see one of these eggs, see, I used it on that because the last one was that bigger one, and we used the torch and it didn't do anything, but then I used a special one and it worked. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can burn the eggs, which, you know, makes sense intuitively. You can burn the eggs. So I guess you could also make the argument maybe you can use holy water on it. I don't think they're necessarily, like, demonic. They're just, like, gross. They're, like, insect eggs. So, like, you know, I don't know. Oh, this is an easy one. Just 2 little dudes. Them going first is annoying, but maddening wine, I hate that ability. Extra stress, get out of here. The thirst is annoying too. Usually sucks health out of heal, you know, the extra stress. I don't remember maddening or that doing that. I remember it stressing you too, but maybe I'm misremembering. All right, so I'm gonna go for a manacles. and just go ahead and try to stun one of these guys. See, they've got really high dodge. Nice crit.
Is restored.
Get rid of some stress here. All right, let's go ahead and decrease the dodge on one of these guys. Okay, so his dodge is now 0. Right, we hit him with a thing that de-stealths him. He's already de-stealthed, or never stealthed in the first place, however you want to say that. But I decrease his dodge for chance.
Obliterated.
All right, he gets to go first. He's just a fast dude. That's all right. All right, 11 stress. Knock him out. Yeah, boy. He's stunned. Just heal. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, we're gonna also hit him with it again. I'm just gonna make sure his dodge is absolutely nothing. And we're gonna take him out here in a second.
Eradicated.
Eradicate the blood. The blood is a special type of supply item. Any collected bottles of blood will remain in your estate at the quest's end. So normally whenever we find an item like like a jade or like a ruby, it's turned into cash, or we find like a portrait, then we get to keep that, and it's just in our stash. But the blood is unique in the sense it's kind of like any other, special item, like an equipment item. You get to keep it forever. They may be added to your provisions on future embarking parties, so you take these with you. The blood is rare. Spread it around wisely amongst those in need. So the blood, as I was talking about earlier, these are little vials. Think of it as like if you're like the vampire in need, right? So once one of these guys gets infected, we've been pretty lucky so far. None of these guys have gotten infected. This will make it so that your dudes don't, starve because they want blood. So a little spoiler there. But the thing about it is, you gotta be really careful with these because it's really easy to accidentally fat finger or click something. If you feed one of your non-infected guys a blood on accident, it's not as bad as I guess I almost make that sound like I'm gonna say like they'll become infected. That's not what happens, but they do take I think they take damage and stress. It's like they just get, oh yeah. So this is why we bring our shovels, right? But look, wait, I don't remember there even being a shovel as an option.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Oh no, what am I talking about? We just used a shovel earlier on the flower pot. Well, maybe we shouldn't have. No regrets. All right, let's see what we got here. Everybody's stressed out. Now, one thing I do know about this place is, unlike other locations, right? Unlike other places you can go, if you leave this place, the courtyard, it's not considered a failure. Well, it is a failure, but not in the same way that it is at another location. At another location, if you leave a place, it's like a failure and you don't get any like resources or anything like that. If you leave here, your progress is saved, which is weird because it doesn't really explain that anywhere. But the courtyard is the only location in the game that has that kind of effect where like you leave and then because as you're kind of seeing, this is a pretty large map and it just keeps going. Whatever you do in this map sticks with your progress. So I can leave here and come back and I'll pick up exactly where I was last time, which makes it so it's actually worth it pushing as far as you can and then stopping and be like, all right, that's good for this run. We're gonna get out of here. But I'm not done now. Right now, the only thing that's killing us is stress, which sucks, but that was because of the lack of a shovel, which sucks, but it is what it is. No, carrion eaters. Ugh. All right, that's so gross. Kind of remind me of oh god, what's his name? I was Percy Jackson. Hold on. In Lord of the Rings. King Kong. Percy. Oh, it's Percy Jackson. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that scene in King Kong, like Percy Jackson's King Kong, where like that dude, if you know, that dude gets eaten, like he get by all the different insects. Ugh, that's what that little thing reminds me of. That's pretty gross. Give me just a second here. I have a separate window open here, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my stream all that information. I thought I had all this set up, but... Oh, I see what's going on here. I have multiple tabs. I need to close this out. Just too many things going on here. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I didn't realize how many tabs I had open. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Alright, back to what we're doing here. Okay, so let's go through and take one of these guys out here. So I don't really know what the right choice is here. I think I'm just gonna start. We have like forever. Like these guys, if I remember right, these guys are just raw damage. We have so many healers, I don't even care. 3 damage is whatever.
Soothed. Sedated.
Sure, I should have attacked him. I would have just killed him outright. 11 damage. Alright. I'm not doing this because it's a stress reliever. I mean, people have taken some stress damage, and honestly, like, I'd like to get rid of that as much as possible right now.
Wounds of war can be healed.
And I'm doing this mass heal thing because, you know, I'm trying to get good crits. If I get lucky with my crits, I might actually remove some of the stress. Really all I'm doing with that. I don't really need the health. Sure, we'll take the extra food.
Seize this momentum.
Alright, so this is where we're going to try out what I was talking earlier. So, earlier I interacted with this thing, and it said that it cut my hand. Or I clicked it, or I didn't say that it cut my hand. I interacted with it, and then it gave me a bad outcome, and then it showed the bleed symbol above my head, and then it said, like, missed or failed or whatever, and I was like, oh, it's trying to cut me. So what fixes cutting in this game? Bandages. So that's my guess. Yep. 100 gold. Okay. Hunger. Random hunger check. Eat 3 food, gain... Oh yeah, one of these guys has a stress eater. Stress is faster. 100% food, or 100% less food consumed when your stress is above 50. It came up this time. She didn't eat. That's funny. I only ate 3 pieces of food instead of the normal. That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever even seen that ability trigger. Alright, so here, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna... Oh, look! See? The little white positive thing down here? That tells us a good outcome is gonna happen. I'm not really sure what that symbol means, but what I do remember is earlier when this happened, when we used the fire, or we used the torch on it, we accidentally healed Reynolds or whatever. Or not healed, stress healed him. And we don't really need that. We really want to stress heal one of these two. And I'm going to do this one, because she has the most. How much we get? Oh yeah, minus 30 stress, or 30 stress heal, however you want to, addition by subtraction, however you want to say that. Uh-oh. Multiple directions choices. Well, my brain always thinks about going like around a grocery store left to right, you know, around the, you know, you follow the edge of the wall, as they joke, you know, put your hand on the left wall and walk around, and you'll find all the stuff you actually need in a Walmart. Whereas if you walk down the middle, then you're going to see all the stuff that they try to get you and entice you with. Hold your hand against the wall and walk around, and you'll get all the stuff you actually need, right? Hold the wall, and you'll walk past the food, like the meats, like all the food, like the good quality food that you want to eat, like healthy foods. Of course, you'll hit a lot of times you'll hit like what do you call it? The bakery and stuff, so you got to watch out for that. But you'll get the deli, you'll get all the other stuff, you'll see all the healthy foods like the organic produce and all that other stuff, meats, vegetables, cheeses, eggs, yogurts, things like that. And then you avoid all the frozen pizzas and all that other stuff if you hold on to the wall. And if you keep following that rule, you keep holding left, eventually I think you hit the shoes, electronics, and you avoid all that stuff in the middle that you don't really need, right? That's a joke. There's obviously some stuff in the middle you probably need, but if you do follow that all the way around, you'll hit there's like usually like tire areas and, you know, automotive sections, and then you keep on going, eventually hit the clearance section, I think. You walk all the way around. I think usually on the edge of most Walmarts is usually the pharmacy too. So, I mean, honestly, that's not too bad of an idea. Anyway, that said, I'm going to go up because that's kind of going left in my mind. Oh man, we can't interact with this because we don't have our bandages. But we know better for the future, right? That's kind of what... Hey, there's the throng, or whatever it's called, that we want to kill. Alright, we're gonna try to stun this dude like as fast as possible. Because he will run and cause problems out. It didn't work. Yeah, I wish he wasn't going first, but that's okay. Alright, let's try to kill this dude. He dodged, that sucks. Kill this dude.
Another
Yeah.
one falls.
What we want. We don't want to see that guy, because that guy will cause all kinds of problems. He'll like run and maybe like summons people or something, if I remember right. It was awful the first time that ever happened. Alright. He's not going to stun him, so there's really no reason, and he can't even hit him. I don't really care to even try to attack this guy. I'm just going to use Absolution and try to get rid of some stress. Getting rid of 11 of stress is not trivial, so we'll take that.
A devastating blow.
Okay! Alright, Belmus, I see you. Belmus is trying to earn her spot on the roster over here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, there's the shovel that we needed earlier. Funny. I think we will take it over something else here. I might use this. Do I want to use this torch now? I think I'm going to. Just take the shovel. So this is the throwing thing we were talking about earlier. So now we want to use this pitch-soaked torch. So we've taken out 2 of them now. And the whole goal of this mission is to get rid of 3. So if we can get rid of a 3rd one, we'll be in a good spot. Alright. What the heck is this? Alright. To me, this is like a fountain, right? Like a bloody fountain. And how would you fix a bloody, gross fountain? Probably like an anti-venom, but this is just like blood to me. It kind of looks like like a Catholic church or like a church. It kind of looks like something you'd put like. Yeah, purge. Maybe this is like. That's what my guess is. I have no idea. And if it gets rid of stress, we're gonna try that. I'm gonna try the holy water. All right. Okay. Cool. See, it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's not always a 1-to-1, but I feel like Is that it? There's nothing up here otherwise? Okay. Or that's it. That place is just done. The map didn't expand, so I guess this is a one-shot, and then we're on our way again. Interesting. Okay. Guess we go down here. Oh. I really don't know. I don't know why I'm going down. I'm just going down. Is there nothing here? Oh, it's just an empty room. Oh, okay. It keeps. Oh, a battle. Well, it tells us ahead of time. That's kind of concerning. Hey, what? Our shovel. Do we want to do this? Last time we got punished for not holding the shovel. Look. If you use the shovel, it gives you. This looks like money. So it's telling you that there's like special resources that you get if you use the shovel on there. This is what I'm talking about. These other ones don't have. They have question marks on them, but the shovel. I already know it works. I'm gonna use it. It's gonna get what I can get out of it. Yeah. Well, there's our deeds. What we need, right? We got our deeds. I guess I should have looked and see what those were. What else I got? I was too excited. I just immediately grabbed it. That didn't sound that bad. Okay. Man, why are you getting to go first so much? But double crits is good. No complaints. We're getting rid of some stress. All right. I'm gonna just try to kill you immediately. Those guys annoy me. These guys are weak against blight. Or not weak, or not weak against blight. I meant to say the opposite of that. That is not the case at all. Alright, no, so he has 0 dodge now. I want to kill him if I can, like immediately, because these guys are obnoxious. If I can kill him, I'd be happy. Infallible servitude? Manservant. Guarded by the manservant. Okay. So this guy is guarded by the manservant, and this guy he's got some protection. So if I attack him, he should protect him. Right? Right? Man, resistant. That sucks. Crit. That's so much stress. Oh my god. Alright, she gotta heal herself. No real choice here. Leave her alone! Enraging sight. So much more stress. Yuck. I want to kill this guy. Okay, guarded by the manservant. I'm gonna try to attack this mosquito, hoping that he blocks and I can take this guy out.
Be gone, fiend.
It worked. It worked because he was guarded by its head. That's a lot of damage. And a blitter. Oh my god! Talk about high DPS. Yuck. She's gonna get. Ew. She's gonna have to heal her. I need to get rid of these guys quick.
Press
Nice.
disadvantage.
Got one.
Give them no quarter.
All right, let's stun him if we can. Easy stun, easy life. All right, let's heal her up. Really need to heal her. Four's not that great, but at least it's better than nothing. That's a whole. It offsets the bad round that we just had. All right, I might take this round. It was just so weird, but I'm gonna, even if he's full health, his best use is probably getting rid of some of the stress. Yeah, she's hurt, I know that, but I really don't even know if the better choice is to heal. Okay, in retrospect, yeah, it's easy to say that with already having perfect information. Healing for 9's not a joke there, so that's pretty good here. All right.
As the fiend falls,
That went really well.
a faint
Little bit of
hope
luck.
blossoms.
All right, Paralyzer's Crest. Oh, this is an incredible. We are loading up on things for this dude. The Paralyzer's Crest, uncommon, plus 20% chance to stun on stun abilities. This guy stuns. That is incredible flying this early. That is great for us. Absolutely going to take that and drop something else. We'll go ahead and have her eat, and we'll just fill it in that spot right there. I wish I had something to staunch this staunch or stanch. I had 33% chance twice, so 66% chance to get it right. Staunch, stanch, and stench. And I went with the one that wasn't okay. One isn't acceptable. All right. All right, this is getting pretty bleak. I might have to leave. So if I remember correctly, I think this place has a boss and it's like really bad. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did play through this. There's like a mini boss here, and it is not. I'm excited to do it. Oh, I don't think I can handle it right now. Yeah, not with two healers. We'd get slapped. Probably. Although, hey, what am I doing? Hold on. Does this guy have the stun ability? Oh, he already has the stun ability built in. I could just put this on him. That's nasty. That's nasty. He can just wear it immediately. I'm gonna press forward. I don't think I should be doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, infallible servitude. Yeah, okay, got that. Munch. What an ability name. All right. These guys have like resistance to stun, right? Pretty good resistance to stun. I'd really like to transform into the Abomination, but she's got so much stress on her. This guy, when he transforms, he stresses his team out. Look, other heroes take 8 stress when he switches over to it. I don't really want to do that right now. I'd rather not stress my entire team out. That was a nice stun, though. Heal everybody a little bit.
The wounds of
Literally a
war
little bit.
can be healed, but
Munch.
never hidden.
Such a funny ability name. Oh, I blinded him. All right, now let's see what we can do here. Do any of these guys have dodge? He has it, but he's also being protected. Oh, no, wait. Let's get rid of his ability to protect himself from a dodge here. And let's... Awful. I'm just gonna try to hit everybody. I got really lucky in that when the crit went to the right place. Not the right place, the healing one. Yes, a crit, but really the stress needs to come off of him. I need to kill. Good damage. We like that. That was good damage. Alright, these guys have 100% resistance to blight. Probably not going our route. So we're gonna hit him because he's guarded by the manservant. With any luck, hitting him with this ability might actually kill the manservant. Alright. Alright. I don't care, just don't infect me and poison me further. Oh, you blinded him even further. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Alright, let's just start stunning people. Really? Really? That blows my mind. Considering how high his stun chance is now with that other item. I'm not stunning anybody. What am I talking about? It's just not working at all. Maybe I should stop.
Compassion is a rarity in the
That stunning
pitch of battle.
Stunning looks so bad when you fail, because you don't do almost any damage. Munch. 4 damage. Alright. I'm good. I think we're just getting whooped. Heal this guy up.
Soothed.
I feel like the single person heal just does not carry the same power as like the multi-person heal. It just feels bad by comparison a lot of times.
Decimated.
I'm guessing. I think it probably levels up differently though. It probably scales more like up than out, right? Like this one probably like goes up 1 level, or whenever you level this, it probably doesn't. This probably feels really good right now. What I'm saying is this probably scales better. I don't know. Just a guess. The double healing is just obnoxious. Especially like late in the fight like this, where you're like at the end of the fight, you can just kind of like just start healing. Feels real good. Alright, we need to get rid of these bodies. Not quite. It's terrible. I need to get to this guy. I can't reach him. This is tedious. Oh, that's nice crit though. Why can't you get critted on? Nice dodge. We need it. He really needed that because he's just getting whooped by the poisoning. Alright. Guess at least lets me reach him now. Finally. Okay, now I can reach him. I don't really think there's any reason to attack with him. Because he's not doing, I mean, he's doing a little bit of damage, right? But I think I'd much rather use this time to, like, heal my guys. Where I can. Oh, that's a good drop.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright. On to the next room. Alright, we still have a... We do not have any shovels. Let's just see what happens whenever I open it. Oh, it's... I found like a map. Obstacle. Okay. So there's some kind of a fight coming up here? A battle? I don't know what this means. Oh, just a person. I think that's the mini-boss. I think that's the boss that I was talking about. If memory serves, I think this is a bad thing. What is this guy's deal? I don't know what you want, Dan. Medicinal herbs? Okay. Venom? I guess you give him blood. Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually.
Laden with
Vestal,
are
Virtue
often low
Chance,
on
and
supplies.
Aquarius. Oh, these are good items. Well, there's this items. I might actually back here because right now, or I guess maybe I'll get close to this door and then back. Because I think that's a boss, but I also think I'm full of items and I don't want to lose all this. This is some good stuff. I don't know. I guess I could try to beat him. But, like, my guys are pretty low level. Level 0, level 1, level 0, level 1. I think I'd rather come back a little stronger. Maybe come right back and try to beat him after maybe I get a level on him. I don't want to go in here. I feel like that's a boss. Because I think that's the quest end. And my guy's being level 1. My guy's being level 1, being such a low level right now. I just feel like I would regret it. I am going to be annoyed that the weekly event isn't taken care of, but I don't know. I just don't want to get wiped because I decided to go in and do something stupid, but oh, wait a second. You can carry this, right? Max. Okay, virtue chance is higher. I should probably put this on her because she's stressed already. Let's do it. Let's do it, right? I might get wiped, but I'm gonna try it out. Let's see if this is a boss. Oh yeah. Oh god.
Mutation. Unnatural.
Yeah, this is what I thought it was. But I decreased his dodge, that's good. I can't reach him back there. Does he hit if I switch forms? I don't remember. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the little stress because I need him to get closer. If I remember correctly, I think he actually gets closer. Ugh. Yeah, look at that stress. Yeah, this is a boss. Alright, let's... See, he can't reach. He's too far away. Make him... He's like he gets to attack twice in the same round too. Lurking Fear. See, he got closer. Plus 20% damage. Yeah. So he gets closer to you. But that crit was good. She needed that. All right. Can he stun him? He has. Yeah. Okay. Try to stun him. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Nope. See, her being in the far back like this is kind of brutal. She can't hit. She's just gonna be a healer. What can I guess I'm just gonna keep healing. Teeth Rake. 6 is a lot. And he moved her. Oh, that's ironic, because I was thinking about moving her anyway, so she could actually... It's funny. He can't reach again. I can't do anything until he gets closer. Alright. Alright, party heal, I think. Yeah, I think this is probably bad to come in here. I don't know if I can actually beat this guy. I think I should run.
True desperation is known. Only when escape is impossible.
Can I run? Oh, I can run.
The sin is not in being outmatched,
Okay.
but in failing to recognize it.
Yeah. I don't feel bad. Yeah, I'm not ready to beat that guy right now. He has 109 health? No way. No way. I'm not beating that guy. Alright, let's abandon the quest. Now, again, as I said, on the courtyard, abandoning the quest isn't a big deal, because if you just click abandon quest, you get to keep all the stuff, right? You get to keep all the stuff that you earned.
Reassemble.
You don't win the quest rewards because I didn't defeat it, but I did get to keep my stuff, which is big. And I also got to take home like a deed here. These matter because now I can actually work on my city and making the city better. So I think you have a higher quick reflexes. Oh, that's big. Plus 20% healing rate. Okay, experiences religious visions and illusions. I don't know what that does. Not very descriptive. Deviant taste is not allowed to visit the brothel. That's fine. I don't care about that at all. Yeah, that turned out okay. All right.
She has paid dearly for her freedom, and deserves better than this place.
Okay. a desert wind, a sandstorm of rumors, and half swirl around the newcomer. So okay, two things I just noticed. One, I thought I'm just checking really quickly. I thought that the infection event was persistent and it kept happening. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I misremembered that. It doesn't really matter, but I thought that event was something that didn't really matter. I thought that would just keep on triggering. It didn't end up hurting us this round because we got a new character. So if I remember right, this character's super unique. Like the first time you find her, you get her given to you because like she's a new character. You can't normally find her until the special event. A sandstorm of rumors and half through swirl with this newcomer. I have one spot. I'll take her.
Shifting, swaying. She mesmerizes her prey before the final strike.
All right, let's see what her abilities are. Armor Tinker. Okay, not great, but you know, I can upgrade her faster. I mean, it's not bad. All right, let's think about this for a second here. So we're certainly going to have to send this person. Look, she got whooped. Like accuracy mod from the affliction, damage. It's all from affliction. Yeah. What is her thing? Deviant taste can't go to. May not meditate. Cannot go. She can meditate. She can't go to the. It's funny, but she can. She can go to the bar. Yeah, he's in the way. Of course he is. All right, and we will. Actually, I need to check and see. I should have done that. I should have checked to see if I had need for it. Stress faster, ANSI. Don't care about that. Hope Tactician. Not impressed. Eldritch Hater. That's good. I think a lot of the enemies in this game are Eldritch. Which we haven't seen any, but I think like a lot of bosses are Eldritch. Because I think there's like a... I remember all the enemies we fought against at the farmstead, they were all Eldritch, right? I think they were all Eldritch, right? Because they had the crystals and stuff on them. So this is pretty good. Extra damage in the Warrens. Pretty solid early. I mean, stress is a pain early. Stress eater. Extra food consumed if your stress is above 50. I mean, it matters, but I don't think it matters that much. So what I probably need to do here is find a person to drop and just say, to heck with them. Somebody who I'm not impressed by, I don't really care too much about. This guy. Yeah, Shocker is not good. Guilty Conscience is terrible. Cove Adventure is not that important. Twilight Dreamer, ignoring stealth is cute, but like, I don't really care. There's not a lot of stealth except for in the farmstead. Stress Faster, I mean, doesn't really matter. None of these perks matter. I don't care about this character. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So I'll select the character and I'll just say, dismiss. And the reason I care, I'm dismissing this character, is also because she had full stress, right? Full stress.
For we have need of sterner stock.
We also already have 2 extra vessels beyond that. Oh, I should remember, right? We want to go in here and say, unequip all the trinkets. Take them off our people. That way there's no chance of somebody dropping something. This Pippin. But now we have an extra slot, so I can actually take this dude. And this guy's actually pretty solid. If I remember right, he's like a super anti-boss guy. Like, right? Because, well, that just does damage. Just chop. But the accuracy is awful on that. 75% chance of hitting. Yuck. Q. Also accuracy low. This guy's not very accurate. Damage 8 to 16. Oh, but dude, he hits like a truck. Look at all these other people's damage. Everybody else's damage is absolutely, well, his isn't that bad. 6 to 11 is pretty good. Well, this guy does damage over time. It's a little different. This guy does a lot of damage, but he also has like something that's making it better. What the heck is it? Yeah, extra damage when his health is above 99%. So he's just dealing an extra. Yeah, that's kind of not really real. You take 20% off, an extra 20%. You just have to multiply that by 1/4 to get back to his original amount. Somewhere between 5 and 10 damage or so is what he's normally dealing. This guy is 6 to 12 base But that dude was doing 16 or something stupid. Okay. So with this guy, we need to find some way to get him increase accuracy. Like find an item that increases his accuracy. But Eldritch Hater's insane. And Warren's adventure is serviceable early. We don't really care too much, but Eldritch Hater's extra damage. Just 15% extra damage versus all enemies that are Eldritch. That's a good. I mean, it is. We're gonna take that guy.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Oh, right. Because he's like... Just like super religious guy. It would make sense. The kind of like man in the iron mask kind of look like that kind of... Oh god, what's the meme with the guy that's like... Is it Kingdom of Heaven or whatever it is? Maybe that's what it's from. I can't. It's been a little while. I kind of forgot. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, he's a leper. That's funny. Oh, right. He's leprosy. That's why you can't see his face. Right. Of course. The leper. That totally makes sense. What are we doing here? What am I thinking? Oh, I need to... Okay, we're going to sort the whole... I'm going to click... One of the things you'll learn about this game is you need to take everybody off your roster before you sort. Because otherwise it'll sort whoever's on your roster to the top immediately, which is kind of annoying because you don't always want them at the top. Sometimes you're actually sorting exactly by what you're asking for. Like if I want to sort by most stress or like least stress, it'll just always put the people that are in your part at the top. Okay? Cool, but that's not what I want. I want it to literally just be in the order I said, but that's okay. So this guy's pretty stressed out. I feel like at this stage in the game, like, I'm not really impressed by any of his abilities. Fear of Unholy sucks. Gambler's not a big deal. Experience is religious visions and delusions. I don't know if that's good or not. It's not very descriptive. It doesn't actually say. You know what I mean? Like, it's not very helpful. But that's okay. Looking at the rest of these here, though, I think realistically, extra damage when your health is low. That seems terrible in this character. He heals himself when he transforms. He heals himself multiple. He's probably going to be trying to beat a higher amount of health. I don't think he's like a drain tank, if that term makes any sense. He's not the kind of guy who wants to be lower and deal more damage based on getting close to the... He's not a berserker style character, from what I've seen. Extra healing received. That's solid on him, because he's got multiple ways to heal himself, so that's actually kind of funny on this guy. Because he heals himself. He's more when he transforms, he heals himself. And then he also just straight up has a heal. So it actually makes a lot of sense in this character to have that ability. Gifted is kind of funny on him. I don't like second wind at all. I don't know what Hieromania does. I want to look that up. I don't usually like looking up stuff on wikis, but like, that doesn't help me. What does that do? What does that mean? See, like something I've talked about for years playing games and stuff is that, like, if I have to look a wiki up to understand what your game is saying, that's not good game design. Like, I get that there's a little bit of like discovered on your own, kind of experience it, but like maybe the first time it triggers or something, it updated the tooltip to explain it better. But experiencing religious visions and delusions isn't very, like, in what way? Like, is this going to affect him in the battle? Is it going to affect when he interacts with curios? Is it just going to? I don't understand what it does. Pyromania. Okay, so it's a negative quirk that affects worship curios. The hell's a worship curio? Like an altar? Maybe? Like one of those, like... So he's probably, like, bad whenever we're in locations that are, like the ruins, because the ruins is more, like, religious kind of in a way, from what I can tell. Maybe that's the case. Here again, I don't actually know. That's just my guess. I am not sure. Pyromania. What? Spell that wrong. Hold on. I don't know. I feel like being forced to interact with curios is almost always bad. I just don't like it. I feel like I should get rid of this if I was going to keep him around, but it's not important, right? Like, he's super stressed out right now. I don't even know if I really care about this character. He doesn't have any quirks that I care about. Second Wind, Gifted is okay. Warren's Tactician is fine. I mean, at this stage, Go Tactician, known cheat, obsessed with cleanliness. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I should increase my roster and just take a few more of these guys and actually start to accept that I'm gonna have some people that are just kind of sitting around not doing anything as much. Can I increase my barracks? I can. That's not a lot here. Oh wait. Oh no, we need 8. We can actually like thread the needle here. I can spend 3 in this to increase my roster, and I'll still have 8. What is this? You can trade heirlooms? Wait. That's a thing? So if I can trade 2 busts for 3 crests. Trade 3 busts for 2. Oh, but it's you lose out, right? Like, this is the equivalent. Okay, I see what's going on. When you need one thing or one thing else or whatever, you can trade. I see. What I wanted to do is use this to upgrade the blacksmith, right? We wanted to increase his weaponsmithing so he can just flat out make stronger weapons for us. Like, more damage is good.
Flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
I want to be able to just increase the raw output that my characters do. And like, right now, like I said, if I took Reynold in there and I put him in here, he should be able to upgrade his weapon. And it's just, look at this. Battered longsword. Now his damage base goes from 6 to 12 damage per hit to 7 to 14. Just his flat damage. He just deals more damage on his attacks, which is huge, right? Increases his crit percentage chance, sure. Probably doesn't matter at this stage in the game. It's like a marginal amount. It won't matter. Over a long period of time, it'll probably gain us a few extra hits, but it's that flat damage that we're looking at. We're going to probably spend some money on that here in a minute. But before I do, I want to kind of look and see. I increased my roster, right? I threw that person out. I didn't need to do that. Well, actually, no.
Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue.
That was last round. I'm wrong on that. Antsy. Ugh. Plus 20 stress idle in town for a week. So, like, if you don't bring them into a mission, they get stressed out. It's obnoxious. Okay. I'm going to take this person, even though I don't really care about them, because I have the space. And then from here, I think, well, we should probably look and see if there's any good items in here. See, antiquarian only item. We already earned that. I think we got that last round. Yeah, we got it from the person who we gave the blood. Deteriorating bracer. Common. Plus 10 dodge if your HP is above 75%, but you get less dodge when your health HP is low. Sure. So that's way too much money, though. I'm not spending that money on this. All right. What's going on here? Sanitarium. Oh, right. Diseases, treatments, things like that. You can also use it to reinforce a positive quirk, which will lock it into place and prevent new quirks from displacing it. You can lock a maximum of 3 quirks per hero. Sanitarium is often used to remove negative quirks and diseases. Okay, sure. We can only do 1 per. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this for a second. I'm going to work on this character who I said I liked, and we're going to lock this Luminous and Hot to try and just kind of hide this character. Because I like the things this character is developing. I think Kleptomaniac is terrible. But Winded is a great negative quirk. It's almost like a positive quirk in a way, because it's like, I mean, -1 speed is a joke, right? Like, it doesn't even matter. I'm already making up for that with the Luminous by itself. This feels like a free slot. Klepto is awful, but
The minus accuracy also sucks, but I like luminous, and I'm gonna lock this. Oh my, 7,500? Never mind, I'm not doing that. Increases the number of medical wards, reduces the cost of treatment costs, reduces positive court treatment costs by 10%, reduces negative help. So this is how you do it. I mean, I do want this, but can I justify this? 3 and 3, it's gonna eat up all of my busts. Do I do that now? I'm gonna do it.
The front line of this war is not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
Yeah, so this dropped it from 7,500 to 6,550. That's still pretty good. Oh, I can do this again. Is it gonna lower it more? Reduces the positive court treatment cost by 10% again? Yeah.
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
Okay, I'm seeing a path here that's gonna be good here. This might be way too much to be spending on this at the very start, but I'm in on the idea of locking in a perk. We can knock it in again here, maybe? I don't know. I might be a crazy person for doing this. I might have just spent a bunch of stuff on something I shouldn't have done. That might have been dumb. I honestly don't know. What else do the busts get used on? I mean, really? Looks like they're just getting used on that. They're probably getting used on these too, though. We're probably not paying it. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, really, I don't care, though. Like, I don't really need more than one slot in here right now, do I? I mean, none of my guys have used more than one of these. Do you guys use bust, though? You guys don't use bust. You guys use crests, so that sucks. Using up my crests sucks. Okay. I'm not... Maybe I should just get rid of the bad perk and just accept that there's another 1,200 is way more realistic. I can do that. I can afford that. 1,200, right? Lock in a luminous here. I think I will. Oh no, sorry, we can't do that yet. But she's got so many good abilities. Hot Trot and Luminous are insane. I want to keep her around. Getting rid of this Klepto seemed pretty good. I honestly don't know. This is an opportunity cost question, right? Like, no matter what I do, I'm gonna be like, ugh, could have used that money for this. I do want to do this, though. I feel like right now I should probably be like far more focused on upgrading the guild and upgrading this and not upgrading the sanitarium. I'm not at the stage where I can start locking quirks. I feel like that's super greedy because it only serves one character and it's almost like a money sink. I should probably be more focused on this. Yeah, that actually makes sense just from a standpoint of the game design too, because realistically, I kind of wish I hadn't spent that now. They introduced the sanitarium later, right? These were introduced first. Well, I mean, technically these were introduced first, but after our first dungeon, we were introduced to stress relief. The next dungeon, we were introduced to the blacksmith and the guild. And the next dungeon, after that one, we were introduced to the sanitarium. That's probably like hinting at what you should be leveling up first. I'll probably focus these. Let's just go ahead and lock in one of these.
Some may fall, but their knowledge lives on.
Allows the upgrading of your skills to rank 2. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is what I should be spending it on. And let's upgrade this too.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
Right, this lowers the cost of training your skills. So you just saw those were all 250 before, and now they're 225. Yeah. That's probably what we want to be doing. It just increases the base chance that you hit. Yeah, that's probably what we should be doing. Just raw damage, not worrying about these little quirk things. I'm getting too focused on trying to develop my characters to some degree that doesn't even... that was ridiculous. Shouldn't be doing that. All right. So, where are we going next? I'm looking at this because I do want to knock this out because, like I said before, I still haven't burned all the hives yet. And as I said before, like, we really want to deal with, like, just, I don't think we can do that, though, because the reality is we really need our I don't want to go back there until my guys are at least all level 1, preferably level 2. So maybe I should bring Dismas, have this guy come in here, get him ready, lock in a good win here. What's this? Dazzling Charm. Oh, you stack that with Reynolds' Crusader Charm, and he's just stunning for days. That's pretty good. Might consider getting that. Arbalist plus 3% crit. I don't even have an Arbalist right now. The Dark Bracer. Now, a quick thing here. If you look at this, like, you're like, oh, this is a rare item. You should go do this mission. Not so fast, because if you look at this is a short mission. If I click this one, it says it's a medium length, right? That's a longer, more arduous journey. The rewards are better, but it's more challenging. I don't think we're ready for that yet. I mean, we could probably do it, but I just don't. I'm also not. Wait, plus, if their torch is below dark, yeah, no, we're not trying to make the torch low right now. That's like later on. I think when you're better at the game, your characters are stronger, and you can kind of like. I think I've seen some items that benefit you for being darker, like when it's like darker at night, then you can kind of like push your characters to be more powerful whenever it's darker, which is kind of cool and on brand. So I like games that do that kind of stuff. Like they take the expectations that you have and then they turn them on their head. Like, so they train you to play the game one way. And then as you play further and further through the game, all of your predispositions and your preconceived notions about how to play, all your learned traits and your learned, play patterns are suddenly like inverted, and you have to like reassess. And you're like, wow, that completely changes the way that I've thought about what's optimal or how to see this game. Like maybe you have a character who hurts themselves to deal damage, or I don't know, I'm just imagining something, or a character who does more damage when they're stressed out. Right, if that exists. My point here is that kind of a design is always great because it makes players like think differently. That's the to me that's the mark of good game design. It makes you like try different things and kind of smirk and be like, oh, it's cool, something different. But anyway, man, my feet are cold. I'm gonna put on some shoes. Hold on a second, sorry. All right. I'm out here in the Midwest, and it is we got snow, so it's like feel the cold on my feet. All right, yeah, I don't care about the arbalist thing. I can't even go over here, can I? Oh, I can. Oh, hold on. You see this thing? Look, there's nothing about these things. So this thing's floating around here. That thing. Clear a path to the boss. Progress 0%. The thing from the stars roams here this week. You might encounter it. Yeah, that's like a boss. I don't really want to go there. We already got this item anyways. The virtuous chalice. We just found that, right? Oh, by the way, I know what virtue is. So remember earlier whenever this Pippin, and then I think there was another person that did it too. Well, oh yeah, Maudit, this chick, and then also while we were in the circus, people hit their affliction and they had that big red screen. Virtue increases the chance that when they hit that threshold of ultimate stress, instead of them triggering a traumatic red event, they actually trigger like a strong heroic moment. There are positive. They're not called affliction. I think they are called virtues. Like where your virtue they become virtuous. Yeah, your character can become virtuous instead. And instead of like your character becoming so stressed out that they break, instead it becomes an awesome epic moment where your character suddenly like locks in and becomes super clutch and they just start like smacking people. So, all right, let's see what we got here. I think I actually want to go back to the city and I want to organize by stress and I want to put these two. This guy, oh yeah, he needs to, I'm going to get him de-stressed here because this is kind of bad. Wait, actually, hold on. Increases the stress recovery. See, I do need to be leveling this up. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I do need to be leveling it up. That's my mistake. All right, yeah, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna do this mission. I mean, I do like this one, but I'm not gonna be able to be that crocodile right now. What is this? Heal 1 Miller, level 3 veteran. Yeah, we're not doing that. Level 3? Guys have to be level 3 or higher? Good grief. Can't do that right now. Gotta be away from there for a while, but we do want to do this, and I want to do this mission because I want to get this Dazzling Charm. That's really good. Like, the combination of extra stun off of this, plus 20% extra stun chance, and you get this plus 10% stun. He's just gonna be walking around beating people at the bottom of his pommel, like 30% extra chance of stunning. What is the base on that? Where's it at? Here, right? 100% base. So you put those together, then he's going to have a 130% chance base stun, and if my opponent has like a 40% debuff, it's still a 90% chance that hits, right? So, you know, doing the base 100 plus 20 off trinket, plus 10 more off the other trinket, that's 130 base. Subtract off your opponent's like resistance modifier, maybe it's like 40%, you're still looking at a 90% chance of stunning. Like, it's almost a guarantee that dude is just going to be like pommeling people into stun locking people. That's awesome. And he locked in quick reflexes as well as warrior. That's crazy. Look at him. He locked in all these negatives. That's crazy. Actually, that's actually really good because he locked in 2 and they said that you can only lock in 3 negatives and 3 positive quirks. This is actually great. I mean, I don't like the Kleptomaniac. I'll have to at some point, remedy this. But these other ones, he's in a pretty good spot. I like both of these quirks, so that's great. Suddenly he's not so scary. I was talking about maybe throwing him away earlier, but now he's locked in these like minus 5% crit if your HP's below 50. I don't care about that. God-fearing, he's only going to pray. It's fine. Makes sense. That's on brand anyway. Him being a warrior of the light and being a crusader. But the Kleptomaniac part's a little annoying. Still gotta get rid of that. I've already explained that a few times, so move on. Alright. So we are going to go here. I think I cleared out the possible people. No, see what I mean? I can go to click this and I accidentally click this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and go and embark, and we're gonna go to do this mission. Gonna go try to unlock that. We will send some people here. Start taking some people here. Minus 10% damage if sure. I don't care about that. Early riser, fear of mankind. This group is just gonna do a bunch of damage real fast. Let's throw Romay in there. Most of her stuff is she's just gonna be a heal bot this time. These other guys can deal most of the damage that we care about. She's heavily blight focused. She's heavily blight focused. If I remember correctly, I think this location's actually better suited for bleeders. Right? Warrens? If I remember correctly, from my short experience, like, these guys have, like, these areas. I mean, it totally makes sense. These guys can't be bled. They're skeletons. And they don't have any blood to give. Courtyard, they bleed as well. But I think the Cove... Sorry, no. The Courtyard, they bleed. The Ruins, they don't bleed, and they get affected by infection more. I think the Cove's the same way. I think these guys don't die to bleed. I think the Weald and Warrens are bleed locations. So I'd be more inclined to pick a person that has something like Open Vein. Yeah, that's probably what I want to be taking with me instead of this. Although, to be fair, she also has piercing abilities, so even though she does blight stuff, she'd probably be fine here. So we'll probably bring her. This guy... Open Vein can hit from the third-party location, so we'll bring Dismas. Plus, I do want to level up Dismas anyways, because Dismas got hard noggin, he's got quick reflexes, he's pretty good. He's already level 1, he can kind of be our damage dealer this time around. He's already leveled up as well. I don't know if I need to spend my money on this. It starts to add up, though. I feel like I should probably... level up her heal. Yeah, because the best base heal will now be 2 always instead of base 1. That's insane. So she'll be a good healer for us. I don't really care about the other abilities right now. This doesn't seem like it matters that much. She's just gonna be throwing daggers mostly. And this dude is he who's with us? No, it's Dismas, right? Dismas. let's just increase his grape shot blast. Actually, let's do both, the grape shot blast and the bleed thing, right? And then we'll level up. Oh man, we already did that here. This guy's only level 1. He can't level up anything any further, and neither can she. Yeah, but this is good. Gonna go into the Warrens with what we got. Provision up a little bit. This location, memory serves, well, we're certainly going to be bringing torches, so whatever that means. Usually I try to bring like 8 torches for like the low level things. Like 10. Maybe 12 or so for the medium ones, and then like the higher level ones, it's just like you basically just have to double it. Like the long ones. I think this place has a lot of food. Like you find food often, so I don't know if I really need a crazy amount. I might just like stick it at 12. I do need shovels though. I remember this place is like really like shovels. There's like a lot of random things that get in your way. Bandages and anti-venom. I don't really have any. I don't really remember. Oh wait, hold on. No, this is not the Wield. This is the Warrens. The Warrens doesn't really care about shovels as much as it cares about, like, I think medicinal herbs, maybe? Maybe anti-venom? Certainly gonna bring a few skeleton keys here. I feel like these guys bleed you out. I'll bring you 2 of each of these. I don't want to bankrupt myself by bringing 15 different things that I'm not going to use. That's an early, like, you get too Boy Scoutish thinking about what you need to bring, and then suddenly you're wasting all your money, and then you haven't brought it into the basics. So I think I got everything I need. I think I probably got more than what I need, but I think this is more than, like, you pretty much just need 2 of everything early. I mean, pretty well covers the basis. Now I need to pick some items, see if I have any items. She's a Vestal, so I guess you can take this. Increasing your virtue chance is marginal. I don't have any other trinkets for anybody else, though. I really need to find some. I just haven't gotten lucky with any trinket finds. Well, I found that one, the dodge one, and then dude promptly, immediately is just like... Actually, hold on. I think I'm probably not going to remember this, you know, consciously, but I think the Blight, or the Plague Doctor, I think the Plague Doctor is a woman. I think she's a girl. I think so. It doesn't really matter. She's wearing a mask all the time, so whatever, but... Technically speaking, I think so. I think we're good to go. Let's do it. Each region has its own challenges. Assemble your party and supplies accordingly.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
Oh, I skipped something. I don't know
Perhaps we can slay them even faster.
I don't know what that said. I don't know how I skipped that either. But see, now we're back to like a regular map where you already know where everything is from the start. Whereas the last location, the courtyard, right? It didn't populate until we got further. Oh, wow, this is an unfortunate roll. We have to use one of our shovels immediately.
Blockages are unsurprising.
Luckily we brought 2.
Predate even the earliest settlers.
I think books in this game are pretty rude. They kind of screw you. We will try though. Well, okay. Spiders. All right, so here we're just gonna try to deal as much damage as possible fast. Yeah, sure. Get them all low real quick. Just try to pick out one of them. Oh my! Really? He survived with 1 health. That was troll. Real troll. All right. You stunned her? No, she's gonna get hurt hard here. 6 damage. Alright, he's probably gonna miss. This dude has like no accuracy. So I was saying, like, we gotta get this guy an item that helps him because he is not clutch. Man, she is getting whooped. You can't be missing like that this early, it's just too much. Okay, get rid of this crap. Get off of me. We're gonna set up some blocks here, I think. Now, damage block. Damage block tokens, also called Aegis tokens, absorb 100% of the physical damage from the next attack that the hero takes. So she's got 2 protective blocks now.
press this advantage.
It doesn't matter,
Give
does
them
it?
no quarter.
Bro's just gonna literally kill everything. Alright. Blight resistance. So she's low on health. We need to send her back. So the next fight, she's gonna have to immediately start that ability again if she gets to go. I think she has pretty fast. She's pretty fast, right? 6 speed? She's the fastest person on the team. Not technically the highwayman, but she's pretty close.
The light, the promise of safety.
I clicked the torch right as we walked in because I was like, okay. Alright, I don't think there's any... Just open this up, see what I get.
Glittering
Crest, we'll take 'em.
gold, trinkets and baubles.
This looks like an
Paid for
altar.
in blood.
I didn't bring any holy water, so that would be my first guess. Well, I guess we just start trying things on it. See if it works. Let's try no effect. Shovel? I don't know if I can justify that. Bandage? Nothing. Medicinal herbs? Nothing. I'm gonna use up my entire inventory on this thing. We'll use the shovel. Let's try it out. Okay, so now we know that thing is not something we can almost get anything out of. That thing just ruined my entire inventory. Oh man, this thing was awful. It ruined everything for me. Made me bloodthirsty even. Man, fascinated with injury. This thing sucked. And I step on a trap. That's the first time we've even seen a trap yet.
Machinations spring to life
That was brutal.
with a singular
That
purpose.
altar just absolutely destroyed my inventory. But that's okay. We're learning, right? That's the whole point. Now we'll know forever, right? It's a legacy, right? Like, now we'll know forever.
As the light
Hunger,
gains
hunger
purchase,
check. That's fine.
spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay. These traps are tearing us apart. Okay, see, now we know. I'm ignoring that this time. Actually, I never tried the... I don't know why a key would work on that. I'm not going to waste a key on that. Okay, the torch doesn't do anything either. No, I'm just... Okay, but now we got bulimic from it. Okay, what's that do? Minus 20% healing skills when we camp. I don't really care about that. But now we know, if we didn't already know that bone altar thing sucks. There's gotta be something that works on it. Ugh. Alright, first things first, I'm probably gonna heal... Just stun. Yeah, I'm gonna heal her. She needs it. Why did she get to go first? That's kind of crazy. Oh, right, I think she has quick draw, right? Does she have vampiric spirits? What is that? Hook where it hurts. What's vampiric spirit? I won't get the chance to look at it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and use this this ability to get increased damage because who knows how long this fight's gonna last. I'm gonna regret it if I don't do the discipline thing here. This guy's really tanky, right? And this deals piercing damage, armor piercing. Yeah, so this is piercing, armor piercing, and he has 15% protection. So this will ignore that damage. I might... Yeah. So she can tear him up. Man, this place is just giving me the AIDS. Oh man. Okay. Honest, strong, high damage. We'll take it. At least it didn't miss. Oh my gosh. Everybody's got just 15 bad abilities now. Alright, let's just...
Their formation is
That's right, that's Miss Carrie. You do it, man. Alright, now we can do we'll always heal for 2. See, this is going to start to matter a lot. He's at 5. I might actually, even though he has protection, this guy's raw damage might be able to kill him anyways. Ouch. Don't stun him, please. It did stun him. Nice.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
She hasn't taken any damage really, so that's fine with me. Alright, so yes, he paid his due there. Hook where it hurts. Does that pull? Oh, it doesn't pull. Seems like a pull ability. Oh, she can hit clear back here. That's wild. Oh, well. Theoretically. Alright, let's just, you stick to your job. Just keep healing people. That's gonna matter a lot. Not ideal, but I need him to be able to reach these guys. He can't right now. All right, heal him up.
Compassion
Yeah,
is a
dude,
rarity
that's
in the
insane.
fevered pitch
It makes
of
all the
battle.
difference. We're starting to see some power here.
Another one falls.
Okay, dismiss. He was angry. He got stunned earlier. Okay, we'll take all these. All
This
right, switch him
expedition
around
at
with
least
this.
promises success.
Now, if I recall correctly, this one we can just interact with this. Well, it's trapped this time, but I think I'm almost certain we've interacted with those boxes before and just found something good. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Complete 100% of room battles. We could skip this if we wanted to, because this is not like a requirement. I might go out here and then walk backwards, see if there's, no, I'm good. No altar. We're not doing the altar thing. All right. And I don't want to fight for no reason, so we'll switch you with this. This guy, do I have an anti-venom? I do not, so he's just going to have to deal with the poison until it runs out. Or the blight. Alright. Alright, now this guy has the ability to disarm traps, and I can see it on the map, right? The purple one? He's the best at disarming them, so we're going to do that. And now he has no stress anymore, which is fantastic. This thing is everywhere! I gotta figure out how to solve this thing. I have 2 keys. Let's use the key on it. Literally no items do anything with it. Is there any use to that thing? Like, good grief. It's gotta be the holy water, right? Or laudanum? I don't even know if you can use laudanum here. The sack is empty. Okay, game. Use the torch, use the torch, use the torch. Okay. I just don't want to get... Okay, so this last room...
Without tools of iron,
You suck.
must rely on flesh and indefatigable
Hunger check, or just get in troll at the last second here. Hunger check right after we get hit by the... Alright, let's go ahead and top this off. This is the last room, so we're going to go ahead and heal.
The
Just
way
get as
is lit, the path is clear.
possibly ready as we can,
require
right before we go on
only
this
the
last room.
strength to follow it.
Alright, so we're going to have her... Extra speed forever, and you block twice. Let's go ahead and just do this now. We can get him to attack her, get a few blocks in, kind of negates a few attacks from our opponent's heal. Or heal, here. The heal, oh, 3 is nice. That's great. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and hunker down for a long fight, right? I'm going to go ahead and do this long-term buff. Get the guy in the back, because why not? And then get ready. Scurvy. Man, these guys are loaded with diseases. Have to take care of that, sucks. Butcher cut. Drums of debilitation. Whatever that does. 1 damage? Oh, he's marked now. Okay, I'm gonna... I don't mark myself when she's got blocks remaining, right? Do I? Maybe I do. I'll go ahead and protect. He is protected for the rest of the battle if he's marked, so he's going to get more attacks on him than anybody else is. I think that's a good idea. Oh, yeah. Looks like it's going to be a good thing. A good choice there. So she'll get protected, right? She blocked it. She still gets marked, which is weird, but that's okay. Alright, these guys have resistance to blight, but not an enormous amount on a few of them, so yes, I'll go ahead and hit him with it. God, damage! And he's poisoned. That's insane. Alright, now, and we said earlier, bleed is really good against these guys, right? So I'm going to try to bleed him. Yeah. Two. Okay, and then here, I might, since he's getting attacked nonstop, I might just, like, heal. And then she can, like, do the same thing. But she might also stun. 25% on a lot of these guys. Let's just stun this guy out. He's the guy that keeps hitting everybody with diseases.
In Radiance, may we
didn't
find victory.
Okay, let's block this, which is nice. We blocked 2 abilities. That's really good. How did the bleed still work if you block the attack? That didn't make any sense. What? Alright, this girl needs to stop bleeding, my god. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of this debuff as well, the extra stress crap. And here we're just gonna try to kill this guy. He's not dead, but he's getting real close. He'll die in 2 rounds.
Ears.
Right, it's gross too. Ugh.
The end approaches.
Yeah, the end does approach. This, we gotta get through this area. Let's just try to finish him off.
As the fiend
This
falls,
was,
a faint hope blossoms.
this is a real one right there, man. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the stress and heal a little bit while I can. I think I'm gonna heal. Just heal some people here. Alright, so these are bleeding out. He gets attacked. Oh yeah. Oh. Well, at least these will be dead after this round. Alright, that's fine. Stress him out a little bit. Oh, he didn't get hit by anything almost. Alright, so this is the perfect time to just kind of hunker down for... Actually, she hits in range. She hits range. I was going to say I was going to put some shields on her. Like, get ready and shield up a little bit. So stress is not that big of a deal here. And then here we'll go ahead and heal everybody. And then he can get rid of the stress.
Vigor is restored.
Yeah. And then these guys will get knocked out very naturally here. So we're going to go ahead and just try to...
Confidence surges
Feeling pretty
as the
good
enemy
here.
crumbles.
Do we get to attack for him? No, but... Don't give him any more diseases, man. He's already got like 18 diseases. Like, look at this. This guy's got minus 20% healing from camps, minus bleed resist, minus move resist. Bleed resist is awful. You know, I might just keep removing stress, because stress relief is so bad in the early game that I honestly, like, when I get a chance, I want to use it. Any way of stress relief I can. Oh! Oh!
Success
Okay.
so clearly
Snide it.
in view.
Nice find.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
A heartburst hood, flagellant, I think is how you pronounce that. I'll look that up real quick. Make sure I pronounce it right from now on. Flagellant. Pronunciation. Flagellant.
Flagellant. Flagellant. Flagellant.
A flagellant. Okay, so he's a flagellant. Yeah, sure, that's good. Extra speed when your health is low. And I think the flagellant in this game actually is a drain tank. So this item is decent on him because like he's faster when his health is low, and he's a character who you want his health to be low because he deals like more damage or something. All right. You know, I do want to. Before I return to the hamlet, I'm gonna go ahead and interact with this curio and see if this does anything. Nope. Let's go ahead and use our things while we have it. Nothing. Just sure, she's paranoid. Cool.
The walls close in.
All right, it doesn't matter really.
Whisper of
But
conspiracy.
we're building up a list of what things
Their
interact with
squeals
what, right?
fade.
That's the whole point of this.
Their confidence is shaken.
All right, got some stuff here. Gold and citrine and onyx. All right, what do we get? What bad? Okay, resolve level up. Heroes that gain resolve for each successful quest. Resolve XP in turn determines a hero's resolve level. Resolve level represents a hero's veteranship and directly acts as a stress resistance against the hordes they encounter in the dungeon. Yeah, a low resolve level hero that tries a higher level quest will quickly crumble under unimaginable stresses. Oh, I don't remember that. I didn't remember that. So you can bring people into higher like dungeons, higher tier dungeons, but there's like a natural mechanic that not only are they weaker, but they also stress out faster because they're not ready for it yet. That makes sense. All right, so he's level 2 now. Like Dismiss is really ready to go. Like he's up there. Let's see what few got. Like they all have some kind of a disease now. It's awful. Pagomania, obsessed with sainthood. You might end up just throwing this person away. Bad healer, minus 20% healing skills. That's terrible because he heals himself. Photomania is great. That's a good ability. We like Photomania, right? Less stress when the torch is up. Fear of beasts. That's not good. 1 speed whenever your health is low. That's terrible. Yeah, none of those are abilities we'd like to see.
Awash in blood and delusion, he bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
We found the flagellant that we were just talking about. So we just found his item right there. The Heartburst Hood. So let's grab that guy we have in our space. What are his abilities? Eldritch Slayer. Less crit when your HP is below. That kind of sucks for what he does, because he like does more damage when his health is low. We'll look at that in a minute. Claustrophobia. Ugh.
I know what that one is. You take more stress in hallways, which is like half the game. Those are terrible stats. I mean, he's still a good character though.
There is power in the blood for those with the fortitude to pay the price.
Yeah, that dude he's like a super religious guy like the leper, but he's like, if I remember right, this guy's got like a very unique, I don't think you can like, he can relieve his stress in normal ways. He's like super weird. Okay. Now, is this character worth saving? He's got the fits. He's got syphilis. He's got paranoia. I'm just kidding. This character doesn't matter. I'm gonna throw this character away. Sorry, just got her, but we've already seen an extra one over here in the cart anyways. We'll just wait and get a new one. Oh, a cultist. And a jester. Yeah, we'll just get rid of her. She doesn't have any abilities I care about. The armor tinker is not worth keeping her around for that. Or just, no. We're gonna get rid of you. You got literally 2 diseases. You're paranoid. You just get out of here. That's just...
Slumped shoulders, wild eyes, and a stumbling gait. This one is no more good to us.
Now, him having scurvy is annoying to me. Extra bleed, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but minus 50% debuff resist is annoying too. Quick draw, yeah, she did have quick draw. That's why she went first that one round. I was wondering. This guy has minus 20% healing while camping. I don't care about that. Scurvy, bleed resist, that does suck. And move resist also sucks because he's a tank. This week, we got to get rid of. He can't have that. But I do like Eldritch Hater and I like Photomania. These are both fantastic abilities. Stress Eater's kind of irrelevant. Bad Healer, minus 20% healing skills. Kind of sucks because he does heal himself, but not a big deal. Because it's his own healing skills that don't help. If he's on the team with somebody that heals him, it doesn't matter. And most of the time, he's not going to be healing himself anyways. In the earlier parts of the game, he might use his own abilities, but he's not a dedicated healer. Really, I think he's worth keeping around. And the bulimic is whatever, but the scurvy part, that needs to go. So we'll probably take him over here and get rid of the scurvy right now. 750 gold ain't that bad. And then I don't like this either, but we can't afford, or we don't, it's not that we can't afford, we don't actually have the space to put another person in here. So for now, how's this? Complete more quest to unlock, survivalist. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Cultist. Backtracker, no stress penalty when walking backwards. Okay. Risk taker, 10 plus 10% damage from a minus 10 dodge. That isn't. I would trade 10%. This seems like an item. Doesn't even seem like a downside. This actually seems good. Weird. Plus 5% scouting chance on the wield. Oh, we gotta check that now too, right? Is it wield? Wield pronunciation.
Wield.
3 for 3. I was right on each of the pronunciations, I think. All right, cool. Yeah, I think he's pretty good. I think we should take him. I mean, that risk taker's pretty solid. Night Owl, 2 speed when torches low. That's trash. Sickly, 10% fragile. Fragile doesn't bother me as much. I don't think having lower max HP matters that much because you can heal. Sickly, 10% disease resist, as we just saw a second ago. That's pretty annoying, the diseases. But, like, I mean, I was getting hit with it even though I didn't have sickly. It didn't even really matter, does it? Okay. Never seen that. That's an interesting ability. I don't really care about that character. Warrior of Light's good. We like him. 15% disease resist. Will not prey or flagellate. Okay, he's faithless. Guilty conscience. What does that do? Alright, looks like it's more like curio interaction stuff. He doesn't like. I'm off my screen and this weird thing bounces. I learned, like, if I go on something else, whatever character I was on, when I go to another screen, it will just bounce over and over and over again, which is extremely distracting when I'm trying to read something, but. Alright. I feel like, character-wise, if I go and I look at the characters I have listed, sort by stress. Is he worth keeping around? Gifted, Hieromania, Fear, Second Wind. I don't really care about this character. I might just drop him. Like, really, like, he has
no resolve XP. He's still level 0. He's super stressed out. Because this is the guy I brought with me when we went to do the courtyard. So we never finished that mission, so he didn't level. And he's fully stressed out. He has no abilities I care about. Gifted is okay, I guess, because he heals himself twice, as we talked about earlier. He does more damage than the Warrens. 10% health when it's lower. Gamblers, I don't care about Gambler. Armenia, this is the one we looked at earlier. Fear of the Unholy. I don't like this. Pyromania, we looked at that one and we said that it kind of was not good. Anything that interacts with Curios, I don't really like it. I'm just not that impressed by this guy. And if I had to make a choice, right, between taking a guy like this who has a good negative quirk, or taking, well, that guy's bad, or taking this dude who has Warrior of the Light, I think I'd rather have another guy that has like the Warrior of the Light thing. Although I don't really have very many frontliners. Oh, I did just get this guy though, so it's probably not that big a deal. But I think I might drop this guy. I'm not really impressed by him. And also, I mean,
Send
we
this
need the
one to
space for
journey
these extra guys.
elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the occultist.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Yeah, I think this guy, he's like occultist. Yeah, similar to like how the this guy, the Crusader, deals extra damage against Unholy. This guy deals extra damage against the Eldritch. Yeah. He also has a weird ability. Look at this. Weird reconstruction. He has a heal that can heal you between 0 and 13 health. Like, an absurd amount of health. So this is a very much, like, very high variance. I mean, he might literally heal you for 0. He might heal you for 5. He might heal you for 13. He might crit and heal you for 20. But he might also heal for 0 and then apply a bleed stack and then just kill your dude. Like, not the kind of character you bring in as your solo, like, healer. And if you do bring him in, you need some way of kind of dealing with that. He seems like the kind of character you'd want to bring in, and you need to make sure you bring some bandages, because you don't want him accidentally killing your dude, just accidentally. Okay, so we've got him unlocked, and then we wanted to bring this guy because he's got Warrior of the Light, which is just really good. Extra damage when the torch is above 75 is just solid. We just like that. It's just a good flat earlier ability. I mean, probably serviceable all game.
Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue.
I like his name. Talipade? It's a cool, interesting name. I just hate his abilities. Extra speed when the torch is low. I don't want that right now. Extra, he's just, I just think he kind of sucks. There will be more characters. I don't care that much. Now, should probably come over here to the guild and see if we can upgrade anything over here. Maybe see if we can upgrade the blacksmith. No, nothing like that yet. We'll get there. But that's what I want to focus on, is upgrading that right now, because I feel like getting my guys stronger in that way will matter a lot more. Okay. Am I crazy? I feel like the events over here haven't... Hold on. That's another week in a row that we didn't have the... Am I just wrong? Like, that event... We didn't beat that mission. But we don't have the mosquitoes here anymore. And I just assumed that the mosquitoes would constantly attack this or be here in the town until I beat that mission. But maybe I'm misremembering whether or not that mission stuck. Because I know that mission stayed there in my queue and it just kept on happening over and over and over again. Oh, I bet I know what it was. You just have to go there. You just have to attempt the mission, and then you're okay. That's probably what it is. That's probably what it was. All right, let's look at level here. So Dismas is ready to go. Do I have enough to get rid of disease? Reduces disease treatment costs. I should have done that earlier. Yeah, I feel like I wish I had done that earlier. I wish I hadn't spent all that on these things. That's okay. We're learning. Increases the number of medical ward slots. That's this one. And then increases the... Oh. Oh, interesting. So it opens this one before this one gets opened. Seems kind of weird. Seems like this is the... I guess it doesn't really matter. I was thinking of like them... See, like these over here, these ones are tiered. Like each one of these is a more expensive one than the last. So in that way, I would assume that you're usually trying to level up the cheaper ones first, and then you level up these, and then you level up these, and then you level up these, kind of as we're... Or maybe level up this one first, and then that one, and then this one, and then maybe that one, or this one, and then that one. And then like this one is, of course, the last one you're going to level up. Then these are going to be the second to last, and these are going to be leveled up early. Because the cost is just so high. Like, if you look at this, like, each one of these costs the same to level up. But the thing is, this costs more to use, just flat out cost-wise. Like, if I hover this guy, it costs 1,500 gold to use the Penance Hall. But the Cloister, it's only 1,000. So each one of these is progressively more expensive than the last. Oh, right. Like, look at this. He will only do Penance Hall. Flagellation brings absolution, right? Flagellation. So the flagellant will only do self-flagellation, right? That's the only way that he'll actually... It's on point, right? All right. Okay. Actually, don't know how long I've been streaming here. Is there a way to check that? I don't know. That's all right. I don't know. Wait. Viewers. SMM hype 15.ru. It's the same guy from before? Or is this... I don't know if that's the same person that watched my stream before, and that's just remembering that, or if this is a new... I don't know. I'm learning. That's cool. All right. I am going to do one more mission, I think, and then I'm going to stop now. All right. Let's go ahead and... How much does it cost to lock one of these traits? It's still pretty expensive, right? Yeah, and that's just so like ridiculous. I can't justify that. And look at this, like 4,000 to get rid of that. Yuck. All right, let's just go embark on a quest. What is this? Crusader only. The Crusader's got some gear already. I don't need something like this. I will forget that. Yeah, we don't care about that right now. Crusader only. Look at these Crusader items. My goodness. Highwayman, extra crit. Extra stress and less virtue chance, so he just crits more. Stalwart, but I don't necessarily know if I want to go there yet. I don't feel comfortable fighting the thing from the stars yet. Cove. We already have this item. We don't need to do this. We've already got the Dazzling Charm. So I guess that leaves us with this medium mission. I mean, we can go do this one. I mean, it's not bad to have the extra Crusader item. Right, it's not terrible having him have extra protect, but I just feel like it's better to have the other one. Extra healing spell, or... I don't care about this. I don't even have an Arbalist. I don't need this, and I don't want to go do a medium mission to go get something I'm not even going to be using. Whereas this has a chance of getting used. And I do like this buckle, but I mean, the reality is, I don't want to run into this thing from the stars. That's like a whole boss. Unless I have guys that are like level 2 or higher, and I don't even have items to deal with him. That's a boss. Like, he's like a roaming boss, I think. Let's just stick to this for now. Unlock some honest, simple stuff, not wipe ourselves out or extend our grasp here a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm gonna go do, but before I do that, who am I gonna bring? I'll probably bring Pippin, because Pippin is Blight. Maybe bring Reynold, because he's good against Unholy. Maybe bring Ramée. I'm not gonna bring her. We've got too many people with too many ailments right now. I think I'll bring Pippin.
I think I'll bring, yeah, I'm gonna bring Cinnapon, whatever. How do you say that? We're not bringing him because he does all bleed stuff and bleed does nothing to bones. Dude, I had 3 people, 3 highwaymen. It seems like I might have a preference. You know, I don't actually care about this one. Cove Tactician is irrelevant. Known cheat. I don't really care about any of this, but this one's better. He's got Warrior of the Light. We're gonna bring him. Bricks. Okay, we're gonna put Bricks in the team right now before I forget. We're gonna bring Reynold, so we have a kind of a guy who we can trust, a kind of a carry character. We'll give him. It's crazy how many items this dude already has. Crusader's loaded. I'm about to get another item for him. I'm gonna have like every item under the sun for the Crusader class. We're gonna bring Pippin, we said, and maybe I should bring a healer. Maybe this is the right time to bring this dude. Have him just do his little weird construction. Yeah, because this guy also has. It's not unlocked. Battlefield medicine doesn't have it unlocked yet, so we can't use it. So if we bleed, we're bleeding. I can't really do a lot about it. Early riser. Poison darts. Yeah, let's bring her. No, not you. Her. Early riser's a good ability. I like that. And we want to level up our characters who have good abilities if we can. And then, is there anybody in here that can carry in these items? No. Flagellant will be able to use that. We don't have an antiquarian right now. And we'll go. And provision out and get ready for this. Now, the last time we were here, we learned that, you know, holy water is good at this location. Of course, we want shovels. It's nice that we're bringing her along because she gives us a free shovel. We're gonna bring some torches here, of course, like normal. This is a short mission, yeah, so I'll only bring 8. I already got an anti-venom because we actually get like multiple free items because he brings holy water, she brings a shovel, and he brings an anti-venom. Bring a few, sure. I don't know how to organize this exactly. I don't know what people do. Oh, oops. And I'm gonna bring food, of course. I just like bringing a stack of food. I mean, any more it goes over, so I don't do that, but I don't feel like people here, you don't get bled at this location. I'm not bringing that. And then I guess maybe some medicinal herbs are not bad. And then we'll just get in there. Seems good. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. All right. Once holy idols and shrines have been corrupted to favor pagan gods, holy water can help restore them to their rightful condition. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Like, there are things that holy water can help you with, yeah.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
See, that was a scouting thing. That doesn't always happen, but occasionally, if you look at a character, I don't know where it's listed at. Might be a hidden stat. But you have a chance to scout. I don't know where it's shown. But there's like a percentage chance to scout. And when you scout, you just get to know what's going on in the next area. There we're gonna see a wall, yep. Here's that shovel that we brought.
Even the cold stone seems bent
We brought 3, which is good for us. Klepto's not triggering, which is nice. Pack's already been looted, that's why he didn't see anything there. Alright, so these guys, this is kind of the thing to watch out for. The tempting goblets, these guys gotta go. These guys are the assholes. Alright. Oh, he resisted it? Alright, but see, Plague Grenade. This is where this character shines. Pippin has Plague Grenades that hits 2 targets in the back and blights them for 4 damage per round. And they're just gonna die. Alright. Just kill that back line. Alright. Tempting Goblin.
abilities. It does no damage, but the stress is crazy. 20 stress. That's brutal. I mean, that's so much stress. Oh, he dodged. That's good, because he has a lot of stress already. He's already half full. We don't want to get stressed out as soon as the mission starts. See, I don't have any mechanism to heal, so I gotta watch my health. Whenever my health is low, I gotta, like, really pay attention to that. He's just gonna die, right? On his own.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I'm gonna stun him just to stun him. I won't matter,
Slowly,
because I'll kill him anyway.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
She can't heal, which is rough. Oh, what's this? Hellion only. We don't have a Hellion, but plus 15% bleed chance. Yeah, it's like that's good.
Into the mud.
Gotta make sure we keep that that torch lit, because brutal. Or again. Oh, surprise! They're surprised, so we get the drop on them. We get to hit them first. That's good. So we're gonna go ahead and try to take out. These guys still have no blight resist. I'm just hitting the person up front because this guy's got a lot of health. Since we got to go first, I'm trying to kill them just as quickly as I possibly can. Oh, that sucked.
Another abomination.
If you just wipe them out, like, you know. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Alright, that's fine. He hasn't taken any damage or anything. That's totally fine. Take some of the heat from her. Leave her alone. That's what I want to see. She can't heal, and I don't want to use all my food this early on that. He can't heal either, though, so, like, I mean, I know what I'm saying. But I guess my point is I'd rather you kind of stop hitting the same target over and over again, so. Cool. I think he just dies. Yeah, he just dies here.
Their formation is broken.
Alright, so this is the only target now that matters.
Offensive.
Let's try to take him out right now. He's gonna die next round. So, do you have anything that can help our characters heal or... Oh, he just dies. Never mind. He was faster than all of us.
Unforeseen.
Oh, a ruby. And an anti-venom. These are good. That's all good stuff. We're getting almost no money. That's funny. Alright, with any luck, we'll get something that can, like, remove stress or, like, heal us, but... Yikes. Man, another rubble wall? This fast? This early? That's brutal. Leave her alone. Okay, well, I don't want to see him get hit either. Eesh.
Executed with impunity.
Just try to kill this guy ASAP. So he's dead. This guy's gonna do something. Nice dodge. Alright, so this guy's dead. Oh, literally dead, okay.
Give them no
Well, I mean, he's already a skeleton, so he's already dead. But what I meant was... What's the weeds here? This doesn't matter. This guy's already gonna bleed out anyway. Sure, I guess. I don't have any ability to, like, heal. I should have thought about that. I didn't have anything to do during down rounds.
The light, the promise of
All my
safety.
abilities are utility based. That's fine. It's not that big a deal. That's a lot of money. That's good.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
What kind of map? Okay, it's a boss room. A map of the whole place. That's awesome. Complete 100% of room battle. So we've got 3 rooms to make battles through. All right, let's get in there and do this.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
All right.
We require only
Surprise,
the
that's
strength
good.
to follow it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and just try to take out this back line ASAP. Because these guys are the DP, the damage dealers. We just don't have any real way of healing. Oh, that's dumb. The dodge is obnoxious.
Confidence surges as the
You'll
enemy
notice I'm kind of
crumbles.
ignoring this guy. That's because he's a tank. He doesn't really do a hell of a lot of damage. Yuck. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Yeah, attack her. I'm totally fine with that. She's not taking any damage back. 5. All right, we're gonna kill this backline pretty quick, so I'm not too worried about it. Get to go first. You're gonna get to go next. Nice. Yeah, they're dead.
Continue the onslaught.
All right.
Destroy them all.
All right. I'm gonna try to stun this guy. It's the first time I've even tried stun and then I just miss. That's a stun, I think, too. It doesn't really matter, but it's just annoying. Sure. Doesn't do anything here because the match is already over, but sure.
And improvement.
This guy is putting on a clinic. Okay, he's stunned. Cool. All right. A little bit of a lunge here. All right,
These
you need to get
nightmarish
back.
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I need to heal her. And then we need to go. We got 3 fights left, and then we're done. Hopefully, one of these fights is not hard. This isn't that bad. Oh, they're surprised too, which is good. That's really good. Okay. I think we're just gonna give this guy extra damage, increase the amount of damage he does to everybody really quickly. So I just want to clear these guys as fast as possible. Cool, stunned. Alright. That'll alleviate a little bit of stress on us, or damage. That's fine, you can attack him all day. That is fine, he's our tank. Blocked him, who you attacking? She can't get a break. She can bleed too? No bleed. That's alright. Resist on the bleed is good. That's not good. That's really brutal, actually. I'm gonna give her stealth for a few rounds. I need to save her health. I think I just need to stun somebody. He's just gonna die, right? Yeah, he's just dead. See, he's not gonna hit, he can't hit anybody except the backline. So he helps people and he hits the backline. So here we're just gonna try to knock out 2 people simultaneously. That wasn't a melee attack, but I wanted to deal just enough damage to kill somebody here. Alright. Sure.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I'm gonna have to chance this, I think. That's a really greedy play. And the reason is because if I get hunger checked, it's gonna hurt. No luck on going first this time. Nice dodge though. Alright, so here we'll go... A lot of damage. Well, that kind of sucks, but that's okay. Sure. Double blighted. That's good. See, they're all low health enough that I'm not going to worry about the extra buff to like deal more damage because they're just low health already. That's a lot of damage though for a character that's that low already. Crusader coming in clutch there. That was disgusting. All right, they're dead. All right, so this has keyholes. So we should be able to interact with
As
those.
victories mount, so too will resistance.
I don't really know what I should... I'm keeping this money and I'm keeping these rubies because these rubies are stacking for a lot right now. I don't know if I really need the blood. I don't... Oh, actually, the citrude's kind of useless, isn't it? Even though this item I already have, it's worth like 1,200 gold. I can sell it. I think
I think, well, it's a common item. It might be worth less than that, but I can at least sell it. It's worth more than some of the other stuff I'm getting. I actually haven't been bleeding at all. Maybe I'll take this over that. Well, I mean, this is 250 gold and this is 75 gold, but the odds of me finding 2 of these and getting this to 500 and this actually stacking with something else is probably higher. So on the off chance that this actually stacks with gold, I think this is worth more to take, even though it's 75, because it's going to stack with other things. See what I mean?
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the
Although,
foolhardy
I mean, that
alike.
said, I'd much rather take the crest than the money there. Alright, so she's going to be able to get rid of this trap up here. See what I'm talking about? That's just like tease.
To fall for such a little thing. A bite of bread.
Yeah. You did, I mean, sometimes, I mean, you got to chance it.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Can't do a lot about it. It's burned through the rest of the mission. Yeah, one lot, we're not touching that. I think this is bad. That's like a, what do you call it? One of those things that starving traps. You've already done this. Oh, I guess I hadn't got close enough to it yet to interact with it. All right, so we're gonna burn some torches here.
Injury and despondence.
All right, so she's
set
low.
the stage for
So as soon as the
heroism
fight starts, she's gonna have to turn
or
stealth.
cowardice.
But we'll be okay. As long as she goes first, we'll be totally fine. Yeah, so she goes first, and then she'll hide. All right. Oh man, I don't. Okay, movement resistance. Okay, cool. Rend. Okay, that's fine. We got some good lucks here. We're gonna try to take out this back line here. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do the vapors. We're gonna have him deal as much damage as possible. I do want to milk these guys, but the problem is these guys don't do nearly as much damage as these guys do. I'm just gonna stun this guy. Remember, he's a stun bot, as it were, right now. And we're gonna have him stack and get ready to deal as much damage as possible, because now he's dealing 32% extra damage for the rest of the battle. That's gonna matter. Alright, so she is stealthed for 1 round. We're gonna have her try to kill somebody. Not a kill, but a lot of damage. That's good. She's still, well, she's not invisible this round, but okay, that's not what I wanted to see. Do I have a way of moving him in location? So now he's not going to be able to do a great shot like I wanted him to. But he has a blank shot, though, so that's a lot. Oh, he moves him back 1.
Obliterated.
Done. Alright, don't attack her. Cool.
Grievous.
Okay, that's not good. He's going to be on death's door.
Palpable fear.
I'm going to have to kill this guy as fast as possible. Alright, let's just kill it as much as we can, deal as much damage as possible. Nice! Nice! Okay, I think we're good. We're good. We won. Alright, so here
Seize this momentum. Push on to the tasks.
we'll go ahead. We don't care about the torch. We're already done here, right? We've already finished every mission. Yeah, the goal is to beat 100% of room battles, and we have. These are the rooms, right? The hallway battles don't count. So we are finished with this mission. We are safe. So we can get rid of the holy water. We don't care about this anymore. And we can get rid of the anti-venom. Return to Hamlet, continue adventuring. So here we interact with this, and we're going to put a skeleton key in there, see what we get. Sure, food, I guess. And then we'll take this, and we'll take this, and we're good. Quest complete. We got out. We're okay.
Bones returned to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
All right, that's quite a bit, right? We got a little bit of everything. Got ourselves some money, some real money here. Crests. We got some stuff. And everybody leveled, but nobody got any bad perks, which is, I mean, nobody got any good perks, nobody got any bad perks. It's all good, you know? All right, cool.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
I'm not crazy. The town is abuzz. A crumbling stone entry to a forgotten labyrinth guardian has been uncovered. The discoverer sadly has perished. Stress reduction activities in town. The town is abuzz. I think I have to go and do that event. We're not going to do that now, though. I think that's what we'll do for next. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to stop for now. I think I played for, it's probably been like 2 hours. I always lose track of time when I'm having fun playing these kind of games. So I think every single time I record, it doesn't even matter what the game is. I'm always like, oh, it's probably been an hour and maybe or so. And it's like 2.5 hours. I'm like, oh, God. Time flies when you're having fun. But look, there's the mosquitoes. I'm not nuts. I thought I remembered that. I mean, like I said, I don't know this game inside and out. I played a bit, but like I couldn't remember. All right. I'm going to stop here, and that's going to be it for the night. I think I'm done for the night. It's like 11:30 at night, so yeah, that's going to have to be it for me. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. You know, if this is your first time checking out my either Twitch, I don't even know if people are watching it. I haven't really paid a lot of attention. I'm just playing. If this is your first time watching or first time watching on YouTube, either way, that's great. If you know, I'm just kind of starting to establish myself, getting back into this. I had a friend that suggested, a good friend of mine, he had suggested, hey, you know, you played like 8 months ago. You were playing, and you had like a video every week, and then you kind of stopped because you burnt yourself out because you spent too much time editing. And I thought, you know, yeah, that's kind of what it was. He's like, well, why don't you just think about, you know, just uploading a video and not editing it and just kind of getting back into it. I just have a raw video. So I started thinking about it, and that's kind of what I'm going to try to do, I guess, moving forward. Just upload a video. And then if I feel like editing, I can edit, but just kind of get into the you know, the habit of, like, you know, uploading stuff, because I enjoy this. It's a lot of fun to me. So but that's going to be it. And hopefully moving forward, you'll see a little bit more of me. But until next time, I'm the Blue Titan. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate that. I know nowadays, especially, you know, the attention economy. I mean, you could be doing 1,000 other things, but thanks for being here with me. I will see you later. Have a good, you know, whatever night. I don't have a segue out of this. So we'll get less rough over time, right? See ya.